A VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. And by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. This is the EMC Insurance pregame show. EMC Insurance. You've worked hard for it. Now count on EMC Insurance companies to protect it.
From Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, John Swisher with former Hawkeye great Bulls world champion Chicago Bull Bobby Hansen. As here we are for Hawkeye basketball back in the Big Ten. Here before the New Year, belated Merry Christmas, an early Happy New Year, partner. Here we are for some more Big Ten basketball. Hawks want to get that bad taste out of their mouth before the Christmas break with that Eastern Illinois contest from last Wednesday, and it starts here tonight with the Cornhuskers.
Yeah, absolutely, John, and thanks for joining us here. Gary's off to Nashville. We'll talk to him later on there, but happy holidays to you and to Jim Davies, our engineer over there, and good to get back on here in a basketball arena after that 8 days ago, that meltdown in the second half to Eastern Illinois. So that was a bad taste. You had to carry through the holidays, but that's in the rearview mirror now, John.
Yeah, indeed. Sometimes when you have those bad games, you want to get right back after it, but the way the schedule's set up, here we are now for the Hawkeyes to try to get past that. And Coach McCaffrey, as we'll hear on the pregame interview, talked about learning from it. You got to have a learning experience. Even from losses, you learn things, of course, and you try to move on, and they're getting ready for this one here tonight. The first of 19 regular season Big Ten games here tonight against a Nebraska team who is 7-6 and played pretty good basketball. They lost 3 in a row. They snapped that skid last Tuesday night in a win here over Queens, but they played some tough competition, one of the most toughest schedules in the country.
Yeah, when you look at their schedule, John, they lost 2 Big Ten games at Indiana, which was a tough one over there, but then they come home and lose to Purdue, number 1 team in the country, in overtime, which they got a tough call at the end of that one. They probably should have won that basketball game. They took Creighton over in Omaha. They beat them by 10, so this is no layup. This is no easy game here. This is a revamped Nebraska team under Fred Hoiberg. He does a good job of always identifying your best player, taking them out of there. Well, the good news is our best player is back, Chris Murray. So that's how we want to kick this broadcast off, that we got a full contingent of players. The Hawks are ready to go. They've had 3 days of practice since that they got back on Monday, December 26th. They were focused in, Fran said, and as you said, they learned from it. Learned what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, tried to get it all back there in the second half when it was going the other way with some quick shooting.
That's the deal. A quick shooting. Need to remember to run the normal offense when we get in situations like that, was Coach McCaffrey's message. And it starts here tonight with the Nebraska Cornhuskers as the Hawkeyes and the Huskers getting ready for this contest here. 8-4 Iowa, and Nebraska coming in with a record of 7-6. As the main storyline, as Bobby alluded to, Chris Murray back in the lineup after that foot injury, as he was sidelined for 4 games, injuring that in the Duke contest back on December 6th. And Connor McCaffrey back after missing a game with that hand injury. And so to have a full lineup, not to use those as excuses, but that was factors, of course, from last Wednesday. Didn't have a full squad. So here they are tonight, and what better time to get back in the Big Ten with a full lineup.
Yeah, and that's what I took from that game, was that you didn't have your guys. Had we had Connor McCaffrey in there, I think the Hawks would have won that game. They just kind of fell apart there in the second half. Connor's the glue guy. Obviously, you have Chris. That was a game he could have scored 40 points in, but it's best to rest him. You have a long season coming out ahead of you. He's back, looked good in practice. We watched him here today in the shoot-around. Watching him shooting around here, looked like no ill effects from that. So both those players, welcome back.
No doubt about it. We'll talk much more about this matchup as the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers here tonight from Pinnacle Arena. A sold-out crowd expected here tonight in this beautiful arena of 15,500. As we'll hear from the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin, coming up here as the EMC Insurance pregame show rolls on. A bowl preview from Nashville as Dolphin will join us next. You've worked hard to build your business. Now count count on EMC Insurance Companies to protect it. Find your agent at emcins.com. U.S. Cellular is bringing locally grown connections all season long with any phone free for new and current customers. That's right, any phone for free. As a bowl preview coming up next, presented by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
You don't have to go to the game to get a game program. You can download it now by visiting the game day page on HawkeyeSports.com. That's right. The game program is now digital and it's free. So check it out. Get the roster, the stats, and fascinating stories about today's matchup. Just go to HawkeyeSports.com and click on Game Day.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Hi, Gary Dolphin here. My Game Day apparel features the premium Authentic brand label. Authentic brand products are preferred by national corporate brands and should be your gear of choice, too. Insist on the Authentic brand label from your supplier for your next merch project. Or visit authentic-brand.com and find an authorized distributor near you.
People say you should see the ball drop at Times Square at least one time. But being there for New Year's Eve and winning $1 million live on national television? How's that for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? With the Iowa Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year, you and a guest could appear on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. One lucky winner will win $1 million just after midnight. Enter your Powerball tickets and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
At DePaco Credit Union, members are better together through thank yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash for saving, borrowing, and planning. This year, participating DePaco members shared nearly $3.7 million. Since 2016, members have shared nearly $24.4 million in thank yous. Be part of the movement. Join the local financial cooperative where members are owners. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at DePaco.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
You're not selling a product, you're selling a promise. When we're subject to horrible winters, hailstorms, windstorms, you learn quick that you really are selling a promise, not just collecting a premium.
An independent insurance agent on doing the right thing.
West Bend's the one company that I would feel confident calling the president of the company. I know he'd pick up the phone and we'd have a conversation.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Back into the EMC Insurance pregame show here. Hawkeye men's basketball getting ready to take on Nebraska here tonight. Hawks 8-4, Cornhuskers 7-6. John Swisher, Bobby Hansen, Jim Davies courtside. Gary Dolphin is in Nashville, Tennessee, getting ready for the Music City Bowl as a bowl preview. Hawkeye football against Kentucky, presented by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort. As Dolph, it's been a pleasant few days for you there in Nashville, getting ready for the bowl contest. The weather has been getting warmer since you got there. 28 degrees on Monday, a little better now, huh?
Yeah, there was an inch of snow on the carpeting at the Franklin Academy where the team is working out. John, good to be with you and Bobby on the air here tonight from Lincoln. But it was 55, 56 degrees here today. A little rain. They're calling for 60 to 65 on game day Saturday with pretty good chance of rain. But you know what? Rain is better than snow, sleet, and ice and what we just went through in Iowa and the Midwest. But the team's fired up. They've had 3 solid days of practice. They had today off. They'll have a walkthrough tomorrow and then obviously kick off at 11 o'clock Saturday morning. And all the talk is, 2 things. 2 outstanding defenses, 2 top 20 ranked defenses. Iowa's giving up 14 points a game. Kentucky's yielding but 18 a game. and two offenses that are starting brand new quarterbacks and for the most part brand new running backs. So there's a lot to be learned, and therefore I think it's going to come down to these defenses are really salty. Who gets the most turnovers and who can turn those turnovers into points. Iowa's got 54 points off turnovers this year, so I really like the Hawks' chances.
Yeah, I do too, Gary. Hey, give us a flavor for what the black and gold are doing, having fun down in Nashville.
Well, as you know, Bobby, it's the country music capital of the world, so they've been boot scooting, and last night they had a big dinner party. Casey Beathard, CJ's dad, who's one of the great songwriters in country music, he penned "What Would Jesus Do" along with 8 or 9 more #1 songs. So he has a writer's workshop. And he helped both, kind of comical, he helped both Kentucky and Iowa write songs that were dissing the other last night. And nice. Spencer Petras was the lead singer for the Iowa quartet. I couldn't quite tell who all was up on stage. I saw it on video. It was a closed invitation only, but Casey was playing the guitar and helping the guys not only vocalize, but get through the verses. That was pretty comical. They had a big house for that, but primarily, it's, we're at this Opryland hotel complex, which is an amazing setup. 2,800 rooms, 750,000 square feet. I might get this wrong, but it's the largest non-gaming hotel in the. Oh.
And we lost Dolphin.
To find or Miami.
Lost you for a second. Go ahead.
Or Miami to find. Okay. So it's a great palace for hotel, and Kentucky and Iowa fans are arriving in droves here tonight, and we look for a party weekend in Nashville.
Getting ready for a bowl preview show coming up on Friday. It'll be played on the network at 7 o'clock. We'll be doing that live at 11 a.m. on Friday with Eddie, so it should be a fun atmosphere. Always those Hawkeye huddles, those bowl preview shows to get fans out there and watch you and Eddie do a show live is always a neat thing if folks are able to make it out.
Yeah, for sure. And it's we're going to be at the Virgin Hotel downtown Nashville from 11 until noon live on Friday. We'll be on the Hawkeye YouTube channel, and many of the Hawkeye Network affiliates will replay the show Friday night. Then on the air at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, a 2-hour pregame show. We've got a lot of player interviews. Talked to both coordinators today, Phil Parker and Brian Ferentz. We'll hear from those two in the pregame show. And, of course, both head coaches, Mark Stoops, had a great visit with him earlier today. And, he has a great affinity for Iowa. And I asked him, not only one, Bob, but Mike and Mark, all three Stoops brothers went to Iowa. What was the endearing component that drew all three Stoops brothers to the University of Iowa? And he said, well, first off, it was Hayden Fry, but he said, number two, it was the people of Iowa. He said, we felt so warm and welcome at the University of Iowa. And Bobby, Bob Stoops very well. You guys were at Iowa competing at the same time. And if the Stoops brothers are anything, they're genuine. And Mike is on Mark's staff at Kentucky. So it's going to be a lot of fun seeing the Wildcats, as I call it, the college football's version of Groundhog Day. It's just repeating. They started the year playing each other. They're going to end the year playing each other. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, Gary. Make sure you tell the Stoops guys hello from me and give them my best. But, hey, talk about Joe Lattis, the quarterback that's been put into the spotlight, and how's he look this week in practice?
He looks really good. He's a bundle of energy. He's 6'4", just a biscuit under 210 pounds. He reminds me a lot of Ricky Stanzi. He can get out on the edge and run. He's more of an RPO quarterback. He's looking to run first and pass second. But talking to Brian Ferentz today, Brian said, I want him on plan, on schedule. And what does that mean? Run the game plan. And so what that tells you, if you extend that, Bobby, is they got maybe the two best tight ends in the Big Ten in Sam Laporta and Luke Lachey. So they're going to look for those two guys. Caleb Johnson, even though he's a brand new player, a freshman, he's had a tremendous year. They're going to try and get that running game going right out of the gate and play to the tight ends off of that. And I think they'll be successful. They average, this 3-4 Kentucky defense gave up 6 yards a carry last New Year's Day to Gavin Williams and to LaShawn Williams. And with Caleb Johnson and LaShawn Williams running inside, I think they can average 6 yards a carry again. You know, turnovers beat them last time out. They got to take care of the football this time out, and I think they will.
Well, we're looking forward to it. 9 a.m. again, pregame right here from the Hawkeye Radio Network. 11 o'clock kick from Nashville, the Music City Bowl. Dolph, Eddie, Robbie, and company on Saturday here. Dolph, thanks for your time as always, and hopefully we can get a Hawkeye victory for you here tonight in Lincoln.
Hey, Swish and Bobby, good luck. We'll be tuned in this evening to the Hawks and the Huskers.
All right. Dolph, good to hear your voice, man. Safe travels. I know we'll catch up in Penn State. You're going to catch that red eye over there to Happy Valley after the game.
Well, it's a Southwest Airlines flight, so we hope it's not. Otherwise, it's only an 11-hour drive, Bobby, but we'll be there one way or the other.
Oh, I'll be looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Dolph. Gary Dolphin from Nashville. A look at the Hawkeye Bowl game against Kentucky coming up on Saturday, presented by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort inside the EMC Insurance pregame, getting ready for the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers here tonight from Pinnacle Bank Arena. As the Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, a luxury hotel and spa, 5 restaurants and more, just minutes south of Iowa City. Coming up next, we'll take our first check of the U.S. Bank scoreboard here on this Thursday night. You're listening to Hawkeye Basketball from Learfield.
Criminal charge or complicated family law situation? Carr Law Firm has the trial experts you need. As experienced trial attorneys, we understand how much is on the line. Go to carlawiowa.com for a free consultation. That's Carr with 2 R's, lawiowa.com.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. Thank you for your service to our country. We're a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join us in thanking all who have served our country. Their dedication allows us to enjoy the freedom and liberty we have today. At American Equity, our mission is to deliver financial dignity to our customers when they retire. To learn more about our company, please visit our website at american-equity.com.
This is Gary Dolphin. Lennox has been building furnaces and air conditioners here in Iowa since 1895. And Lennox dealers have been selling and installing these high-efficiency Lennox products for just as long. When you call 72 Degrees Comfort Company in Ankeny and the Des Moines metro area, you know you're calling one of the best names in the indoor comfort business. Dave Lennox knows that when you turn to 72 degrees, your home will be exceptionally comfortable. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and 72 degrees. Lennox, 72 degrees, and the Hawkeyes. That's a winning combination.
Knowing that I can make a difference in my patients' lives keeps me motivated every single day. Hi, I'm Dr. Kanya Ferguson at University of Iowa Healthcare. With academic medicine, we see the toughest cases, so we're always innovating. And we bring the best minds together to collaborate, so there's more brain power focused on you. Because that leads to exceptional care for our patients and our community. See how at uihc.org.
Don't sit on your lazy assets. Lap up more money with the Lazy Asset Program from Community Choice. Open an Ultra Money Market account and earn up to 2.32% APY, or take advantage of special CD rates up to 3.39% APY. Watch your money take a victory lap. Enroll in the Lazy Asset Program today, only from Community Choice. Go to unbankwithus.com to get started. These could reduce earnings. 90% yield subject to change. After October 11, 2023. Federal insured by NCUA.
The Hawkeyes know a successful season demands a powerhouse team with a can-do attitude. So does Case IH. We're committed to developing the most powerful, productive, and reliable equipment. From tillage, planting, and harvesting to hay and forage, Case IH equipment makes every shot count and wins. Check out a leading lineup by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
What's better than bread? More bread. Put more bread in your wallet when you move your car loan to Community Choice and make no car payments for 3 months. Just 60 seconds to get started. Go to unbankyourBread.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Back into Pinnacle Bank Arena here, downtown Lincoln. EMC Insurance pregame show continuing on. John Swisher, Bobby Hansen along with you on this Thursday evening. Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers of Nebraska getting ready to tow it out. The third Big Ten game for Nebraska. Hawkeyes in their second contest after that loss to Wisconsin, as Nebraska 0-2, the Hawkeyes at 0-1. Take a check of our U.S. Bank scoreboard, seeing what else is going around the Big Ten and the world of college football and Hawkeye land as well, as you can put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by local branch or log on today as U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. On the U.S. Bank scoreboard, a few finals already in Big Ten men's basketball today. Northwestern beating Brown 63-58. It was Penn State over Delaware 60-46. Ohio State over Alabama A&M 90-59. One game going on right now. Purdue with a 58-32 win over Florida A&M. Florida A&M, that's a 14 to go in the second half, I should say. Number one, Purdue leading Florida A&M 15-32, 58-32, 13 minutes ago in that second half of play. Maryland, Baltimore, and Maryland are going to play tonight as a 6 o'clock start there as well. Central Michigan and Michigan, a 6 o'clock start too. Bethune-Cookman and Illinois will begin in Champaign-Urbana at 7:30 tonight. Minnesota and Alcorn State canceled because of travel-related complications for Alcorn State. That game has been canceled and will not be made up. College football today, Big Ten flavor in the Pinstripe Bowl at Yankee Stadium in New York. Minnesota beating Syracuse 28-20. Right now in Orlando in the Cheez-It Bowl, it's Oklahoma over Florida State 7-3 early on in the second quarter. Later on tonight, the Alamo Bowl, Texas and Washington at 9 o'clock. The Iowa Hawkeye women hosting Purdue. The Hawkeyes and the Lady Boilermakers at 8 o'clock inside Carver Hawkeye Arena tonight. Some of our stations on the Hawkeye Radio Network will join that one already in progress. As the Iowa wrestling team, 19 of the Iowa wrestlers advance to the quarterfinals at Soldier Salute today at the Extreme Arena in Coralville. It was the first session, as the second session coming up later on. Top-ranked Spencer Lee needed just 54 seconds to dispose of Damian Ryan in his first match at 125. And redshirt freshman Drake Ayala piled up 20 points in a 26 major decision over UNI's Trevor Anderson to highlight the Hawkeyes in the quarterfinals of the Soldier Salute down in Coralville. That is a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. State Farm Hawkeye basketball brought to you by State Farm Insurance with surprisingly great rates. State Farm is the real deal. You can get personalized service from your local agent or use State Farm mobile app when you're on the go. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Nebraska men's basketball, Bobby, has sold this arena out in its 10th season. Almost every year, 15,000 plus, and a sold-out crowd here tonight as the 10th season of it opened up in 2013. $179 million venue, and boy, is it nice.
Owned by the city, I believe, of Lincoln, Nebraska. Yes. And this is the home court, obviously, of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. It's a multi-purpose arena. A lot of concerts go on here, and they did it right. They put it down here in an area where the Haymarket warehouse area, ton of restaurants, things to do here for people, a lot of parking around here, and they don't lose very often in here, John. They're 4-0 and they lead at halftime, so it'll be key to this game that the Hawkeyes get off to a quick start and don't play from behind. But you're going to see a raucous crowd. You're also going to see a lot of black and gold in here as I'm looking around, people coming in now and standing around the tunnel cheering on their beloved Hawkeyes going to the locker room.
That's part of the help with the sellout tonight. A lot of Hawkeye fans are crossing over the border, and we see a lot of them already here early on.
Should be a big contingent from Council Bluffs and Josh Dick's country over there as Abraham Lincoln High School freshman. Should be a big part of this game here tonight. I'm sure Fran will get him in early.
At home this year, Nebraska is 5-1. The Hawkeyes on the road. Just one actual road game at 1-0. They're 1-2 in neutral contests. Nebraska's 1-3 neutral games. As Bobby talked about, $344 million downtown development project in this Haymarket district. As about 10, 11 years ago, the men have averaged 15,000 fans per game And the most was 15,604 they averaged in the 2019-2020 season here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. As we get ready for Hawkeye basketball, we'll hear from the fourth-year head coach of the Cornhuskers coming up next. Fred Hoiberg joined me earlier today, courtesy of Grizzly Coolers. Coming up next, this is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Join WMT's 27th Alaska in August. Begin with a 7-night land tour into the heart of Alaska. Then a 7-night cruise through the Inside Passage. Visit Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited website, duagency.com for a brochure. The Hawkeyes know a successful season demands a powerhouse team with a can-do attitude. So does Case IH. We're committed to developing the most powerful, productive, and reliable equipment. From tillage, planting, and harvesting to hay and forage, Case IH equipment makes every shot count and wins. Check out a leading lineup by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Draft Day Sports Lounge is the ultimate place to watch the game, have some fun, and show off your golfing skills with Top Golf Swing Suite. Top Golf Swing Suite in Draft Day delivers a one-of-a-kind simulation that's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. Pair that with Draft Day's live sports viewing, local craft beers, and delicious menu, and you have a winning pair. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge and Top Golf Swing Suite, just minutes south of Iowa City.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Welcome back in Iowa men's basketball. Head coach Fred Hoiberg of the Nebraska Cornhuskers joins me here from Lincoln tonight, getting ready for the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers. Fred, your team has played some great basketball so far in this season. Very improved team, a lot of new faces. Talk about the chemistry and the time process of getting things on the same page so far this season.
Yeah, you know what? It's been a group that's been really fun to coach, and it's a group that brings it every day, whether it's practice, shoot around, or in games. It's been a group that just has brought great effort and really bought into the defensive side of the ball. A big part of that is some of the transfers that we brought in this year, starting with Sam Griesel, who is from Lincoln, just grew up a couple miles from campus, has a passion for the program, and, really needed to fill a point guard spot. The thing he gives us is positional size at 6'7" at the point, very good rebounder, and has really helped us all across the board. Emmanuel Bandamel is another kid that we brought in. He's got a lot of experience, played at SMU, and is really good on the ball defensively and kind of gives us the head of the snake on the defensive end, and a guy that is very athletic and can get it going, from the perimeter. And then Jawan Gary is the third member of that group that is from Alabama, was part of a Sweet 16 team, won an SEC championship, And, you know, if you remember the kid I had at Iowa State, Dustin Hogue, he reminds me a lot of him just with the intangibles that he brings. So, you know, it's been a group that's been fun to coach. We've played a very demanding schedule, I think 6th toughest schedule in the country. And, you know, hopefully that will prepare us for Big Ten play.
And what do you like most about how your team has come together, how you've been playing here of late especially?
Well, you know, early on we had some adversity. Derek Walker, who is a 6th-year guy, and decided to come back. Very fortunate to get him in his COVID year. He missed the first 5 games of the season. And, you know, Derek just does a little bit of everything for us. So we missed him early in the early portion of the season, but that got some other guys some experience. And then since we've gotten Derek back, you know, the group has really come together. We switched some things up on how we're playing, you know, once we got Derek back on the floor. But I think overall it's been a group that has chemistry. You know, they spend a lot of time with each other off the court, and I think that's very important to have a group of guys that does that genuinely cares for each other. And, you know, you have to have that. If you have chemistry, you're going to have a chance most nights you step on the floor.
No doubt about it. And you've had that big win over Creighton. You had that excellent effort against Purdue, overtime a loss. But how much of those games helped with the learning experience for this squad?
Well, I think it's helped us. You know, when you can get a big win, especially on the road against a rival opponent like Creighton, who was top 10 at the time, and coming off playing some really good basketball in Maui, you know, it does a lot for your confidence to know that you can go into an environment like that and stay together and find a way to get wins. We made a lot of really good plays down the stretch in that game, and then Purdue ended up losing that one in overtime. You know, had a really tough call at the end of the game that, you know, could have been the difference, but we didn't get it, and that's how the ball bounces sometimes. But, you know, overall, I think it just proved to our guys that we are capable of playing with anybody. I've been really impressed with this Iowa team, especially at full strength. You know, with Chris Murray, what he's doing, you know, reminds me a lot of the second year that his brother had a year ago as he emerged into kind of the go-to guy in Rebraca, and, you know, getting Connor back tonight, who's one of the better glue guys, I think, in the country, and shooting the ball the best he has in his career. So, you know, we're going to have to be on point, and it's a team that is very high-powered. They do a great job in transition, and, you know, it'll be a really good test tonight. And, you know, a big thing is going out and playing hard and giving yourself a chance. That's what this league is all about.
No doubt about it. Your 3rd Big Ten contest coming up tonight. Coach, we appreciate your time. As always, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Fred Hoiberg, the 28th coach in Nebraska men's basketball program history, 31-73 here at NU since 2019, taking over his 4th season, 9th college head coaching year, as he started with Iowa State in 2010, 146 and 129, his career record. Classy guy, and trying to turn things around here in Lincoln, Bobby.
Certainly got the fans here fill up this arena, and constantly been, you know, the free agent market out there with players coming in, and kept this kid Derek Walker around. You heard him talk about that. He is the key to this team. 6'9", averages 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. 13. His number is 13. But the one that you got to watch, he mentioned this, Sam Griesel, played 4 years up at North Dakota and State. He's a senior, but he's capable of dropping 25 on you. Kind of a do-it-all 6'7" wing player.
When you talk about using and that's the way the age of college sports are going now with the transfer portal and bringing guys in and losing guys, being able to gel and get things together on the same page. And what better guy than a Fred Hoiberg, who's coached in the NBA, coached with the Bulls. He was at Iowa State, did kind of the same thing there in the JUCO type form. But it's not easy to just mix and match sometimes. You got to have a guy who can lead different personalities.
Yeah, you're going through some growing pains early in the year, but as you mentioned, once they got healthy, you got Derek Walker back. You got guys that fall into their roles, that accept their roles, and to know what it takes to win games for them and be competitive. That's the main thing Fred has really established here at Nebraska, is to compete on a nightly basis. At every game you come out here, you know, he took over. He was expected to do that. He's had a little bit of a struggle here at Nebraska, but I have a feeling this is going to be a tough game, but I like the Hawks at full strength to prevail.
21st nationally, strength of schedule, that NET ranking. First in the Big Ten is Nebraska. As we talked about some of the opponents they've played, ranked Indiana, and Purdue now is top ranked and knocking off Creighton. So they definitely built a tough schedule to have this team come together the first 13 games so far in this season as well.
Yeah, as you mentioned, you'll learn from all those games, and the main thing, though, you'll get a tremendous amount of confidence when you go on the road to beat a rival like Creighton, who had just come off a great performance over in Hawaii in Maui, and I believe they won that game by 10, and Creighton's got a heck of a team.
No doubt about it. As Coach Fred Hoiberg in our visiting coach interview, brought to you by Grizzly Coolers. Shop now for Iowa Hawkeye Grizzly Coolers and drinkware at local retailers and online at grizzlycoolers.com. Grizzly Coolers, bear tough for hunting, fishing, and camping, and built to last for a lifetime of tailgating. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guest spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country and stay where the Hawkeye Radio Network crew stays. Up next, we will have our chat with Hawkeye head coach Fran McCaffrey, presented by John Deere. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. It's within walking distance to Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as some great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of the Hawk Talk with Fran McCaffrey radio show. Come find your place at Hyatt Regency, where we care for people so they can be their best.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month per line. Even just one line. Because the only way to make the greatest gift of all even greater is not having to add more lines than you need to get it. Visit us in-store or online to get one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data today. U.S. Cellular, locally grown connection. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
At DePaco Credit Union, members are better together through Thank Yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash for saving, borrowing, and planning. This year, participating DePaco members shared nearly $3.7 million. Since 2016, members have shared nearly $24.4 million in Thank Yous. Be part of the movement. Join the local financial cooperative where members are owners. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at DePaco.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Medical cannabis can seem confusing, but you can trust the experts at Bud & Mary's dispensaries. I'm Ed Podolak, and after a long NFL career and a terrifying car accident left me with chronic pain, Bud & Mary's helped me get relief with Alleviar tablets. Bud & Mary's cannabis products are available in a variety of forms, sizes, doses, designs, and strengths. Explore their brands like Batch, Alleviar, and Become, and discover what works best for you.
Mullet's, home of the best breakfast in Des Moines, is a proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Locally owned, Mullet's Fun Riverside Bar and Grill is famous for their own special Bloody Mary mix and serving up a delicious full menu for breakfast and lunch. And this local treasure is expanding with franchise opportunities available. From dine-in to private parties to catering, you too can enjoy Mullet's, celebrating all things about the hairstyle that's business in the front and party in the back.
The EMC Insurance pregame show continues on about 25 minutes from tip time here inside Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Time for our interview with head coach Fran McCaffrey. John Deere pregame interview with the head Hawk, as always, brought to you by great John Deere dealers like P&K Midwest in Sumner's caught up with Coach McCaffrey this afternoon as the Hawkeyes getting ready for Nebraska, trying to put that Eastern Illinois game behind them, trying to flush it and move on. He talks about how that's gone over the Christmas break and coming into this game here tonight.
Yeah, the guys came back with a great attitude. We had a couple great workouts. It's great to get Connor and Chris back, and we're focused on this one.
Indeed, and Chris and Connor back in the fold. Talk about that depth that has been developed with missing guys the last few weeks, and I know you've talked about that, how important that is to get other guys quality playing experience.
Yeah, in particular for DeSante and Josh Dix being freshmen. They both got a ton of playing time. It's also been good for Joshua Gundele. He's had an opportunity to be productive. It's great to see Peyton Sanford really reestablish his aggressiveness offensively. He's always on the glass and works really hard in all other areas and is very effective. But to see him aggressively attacking the basket and shooting the ball is going to be really critical for us moving forward.
Now to refocus and settle in, get ready for the Big Ten grind with 19 games on the horizon starting here tonight.
Yeah, and it's a tough one because they're playing really well. They played really well at home. It's going to be a sellout crowd. We played really well up here last year, had a chance to experience that. So we're really going to have to be locked in at both ends.
What concerns you most against Nebraska? You only saw the three of their guys they have returning, a lot of transfers and new guys in the fold.
Yeah, and those guys have really blended well. Fred's done a good job of sort of flipping the roster. You keep Walker, who's one of the best players in our league. Wilcher is a terrific shooter, a good player, experienced veteran guy. Tominaga has really stepped up and a more aggressive role for that team this year. But the transfers have really come in and bought in. They play defense. They move and share the ball. They're all, pretty big and strong and provide some athleticism. Basically have 6 starters, all of whom average double figures.
You talked about the learning experience of your team getting better day by day. What do you have to do tonight to be successful?
Well, we have to be better on offense in terms of how we move and share the ball. They're a double team, a defensive team in the post, and they load to the ball. So you have to be smart in how you play off 2 feet, but move and share the basketball, cut to score, move with a purpose. Pound the glass when they're overloaded one way or the other, and just make sure that if they make a run, which is likely at some point with the crowd, the home crowd, then we have to make sure that we respond properly and don't try to get it all back at once.
Coach, thank you. Best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Our pregame chat with Iowa coach Fran McCaffrey brought to you by P&K Midwest. At P&K Midwest, we have the John Deere tractor you want at the price you need. At P&K Midwest, you can afford it. Shop online at pnkmidwest.com/tractors. As we talked about it earlier today, Bobby, Chris Murray takes some time sometimes for some guys. When you're that good, it usually doesn't take much time to get back in it. He's missed several games with a foot injury. He's had to watch on the sideline. He's been chomping at the bit to get back, and now Big Ten play, the second game for Big Ten flavor. He's getting back into it as we hope he can get back quick here tonight.
Absolutely, and we're going to need that young man for the next 20-plus games. Moving forward, we're a different team without him, obviously. He's a guy capable of getting 30 points on any given night. He's a really tough matchup for anybody that's going to go at him. He knows when to go, knows when to pass the ball. So, yeah, it's good to see him warming up. He looks good out there. He's not limping. He's making shots. Just watching him kind of for the last half hour, and anxious to get this game going to see what he's going to bring here early.
As a player in your day, you missed some time. You had to come back from injuries. What was the biggest factor for you coming back? Probably, I would say, not to press too hard, not to try too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody. I mean, he's obviously All-American candidate. I was not. I mean, I was a role player pretty much my career, just trying to fit in and find your spot. But first thing you want to do is test out the injury, whatever it is, to make sure that you're not going to aggravate it, and kind of acclimate yourself, get in there early. But, one of my keys we're going to hear about soon is get to him early. Let's see what he's got. See how they're going to defend Chris. I would guess that Fred is going to bring a double team to him whenever he catches the ball, make him give it up. I remember a few years back when he doubled and triple teamed Luka Garza and pretty much let the Hawkeyes shoot from the outside. So we'll see early what Chris is going to be able to bring for the Hawkeyes here tonight.
We'll get more insight from Bobby coming up next as he'll have his club car wash keys to the game. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
What they want is the silver lining, and they want a promise kept. When something really bad happens, that's when, you absolutely present a West Bend versus maybe another carrier.
An independent insurance agent describes the silver lining.
What I'd want you to know about West Bend is that you have a partner, and you have a partner that cares, that's built on strong values, and in the event that something does happen, you have a promise that will be kept.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Bobby Hansen here for the Better Business Bureau. Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you, got ripped off, didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. Find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The Hawkeyes know a successful season demands a powerhouse team with a can-do attitude. So does Case IH. We're committed to developing the most powerful, productive, and reliable equipment. From tillage, planting, and harvesting to hay and forage, Case IH equipment makes every shot count and wins. Check out a leading lineup by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
Back on the EMC Insurance pregame show, getting set for Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball. Hawkeyes, their second Big Ten game, taking on Nebraska here tonight inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's time for Bobby's Keys to the Game, brought to you as always by the official car wash of the Iowa Hawkeyes. That's Club Car Wash with unlimited membership starting at just $20 a month. There's no better time to join the club. Visit clubcarwash.com to find a location near you. We've talked about a lot already, Bobby. Storylines here with Chris back in the lineup for the Hawks, back in the Big Ten for the rest of the season. To hear what do you got on your plate?
Yeah, John, what I got are three keys to the game for me, thinking about it here the last couple of days. Is number one is going to be the start of the game. I mean, you got a bitter taste in your mouth that lost to the last time out. So you come in here on the road, 0-2, Big Ten team Nebraska is. It's a sold-out arena, going to be a ton of energy in the building. It's going to be critical that the Hawks get off to a good start. Nebraska is a dangerous team here in Lincoln. you don't want to play from behind early. I don't think you want to be playing catch-up here, so you got to establish yourself defensively and establish your toughness in this basketball game, because this is a team that's got these transfer kids. The kids are trying to make a mark. They're sitting there at 0-2 and don't want to go to 0-3. The Hawks trying to pick up that first Big Ten win, so start of the game is going to be critical. The second key is to get your star, get Chris Murray involved early. Fred has always done a good job trying to take the other team's best player out of his sweet spot, and you got to find Chris, let him work, let him attack, isolate him, not out at the three-point line, but get him down on the low block maybe, get him out there in mid-range and let him just get it and go. Nebraska this year is a team that doesn't foul a lot, so if you can kind of get them on their heels, get to the free throw line, not shoot quick. You heard Coach McCaffrey talk about it. Quick shots doom the Hawkeyes in their last basketball game. So start of the game, share the basketball, get Chris involved early. And the third and final key swish is going to be to stay together, play with confidence. When you get out on the road, tough loss, sometimes you allow self-doubt to creep in a little bit, but the Hawks have always been a really good bounce-back team with strong performances after a tough loss. I credit that to senior leadership from Connor and Philip Bracha. They're going to be huge tonight. It'd be good to get everybody back, get your rotations going back to what they were before injury.
As you alluded to, being aggressive tonight, they averaged 24 free throws per game to the Hawkeyes. You talked about it, Nebraska only allowing opponents only 12 free throw attempts per game. They only allowed 5 for Creighton and 8 to Indiana. They've held 6 to 10 or less. So amazing what they've done of not fouling here.
Those are crazy numbers, and it's a physical basketball team too. The games that I've seen, is they get after you on the defensive end. They got good size, guys, 6'9", 6'7". You got 3 guys 6'4", 6'5". So the player that I'm interested in watching is the kid Sam Griesel. Played 4 years at North Dakota State. He put up some big numbers in the last few games. He looks a little bit like a Jared Utah type of a player out there. Looked like an athletic, can do it all, take you off the dribble, can knock down three-point shots.
Indeed, a former rival of Philip Bracha playing at North Dakota a few years back.
Yeah, good point. I saw the two players embrace right there, half court, as they represented their teams in the captaincy, and should be these guys are ready to get after it. 8 days off for the Hawkeyes. Let's see how they respond coming out here early.
We're getting closer to see how it all unfolds here tonight from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, as University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of their several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City, Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. The Mid-American Energy starting lineups and the Shields colors of the game are coming up. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Club of Iowa, designed by golf legend Arnold Palmer. TCI is his only signature course in the state. TCI is a public course that offers a challenging yet enticing experience for golfers of all levels and is now managed by Kaler Golf. Cap off your round with breathtaking views and a delicious meal at the Copper Oak Restaurant. Looking for a unique setting for your wedding, party, or outing? Look no further than TCI. Visit tcofiowa.com to book your tee time today.
Are you trying to make your bread go further? We have the recipe. Move your car loan to Community Choice and make no payments for up to 3 months. That's right, up to 3 months of no car payments. Go to unbankyourbread.com today and get started in just 60 seconds. Did we mention there's no cost to move your loan? Up to 3 months of no car payments and no cost to move. That's making your bread go further. Community Choice. Unusual? No, it's unbanking. Visit unbankyourbread.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis. See credit union for details.
This is Gary Dolphin. Lennox has been building furnaces and air conditioners here in Iowa since 1895. And Lennox dealers have been selling and installing these high-efficiency Lennox products for just as long. When you call 72 Degrees Comfort Company in Ankeny and the Des Moines metro area, you know you're calling one of the best names in the indoor comfort business. Dave Lennox knows that when you turn to 72 degrees, your home will be exceptionally comfortable. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and 72 Degrees. Lennox, 72 Degrees, and the Hawkeyes. That's a winning combination.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Put your personal touch on your next new construction or renovation project with Windsor Windows and Doors. With made in the USA quality, Windsor Windows and Doors are built to last. To learn more about what we have to offer, stop into Gilchrist Jewett at one of our 6 locations in Iowa.
Back into Pinnacle Bank Arena, getting ready for the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers here tonight. Downtown Lincoln, Nebraska, as the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers here in Big Ten basketball right before the new year. Hawks will have Penn State coming up on Sunday afternoon for their 3rd game, but game number 2 in the Big Ten here tonight, game number 3 for Nebraska. Time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Mid-American Energy. No matter what type or size of business you own, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. Mid-American Energy. For Nebraska, Fred Hoiberg will start C.J. Wilcher. He is a guard that averages 9.5, 2 rebounds and 1 assist per game. Sam Griesel, the drinkster of this offense who helps make it all go, averages just under 11 points a game as a guard, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. As Emmanuel Bandumel is a guard with a 9.9 average, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Juan Gary, a forward, 9.4 for Gary, 7 rebounds and just under assists per game. And Derek Walker, the leading scorer, 14 points a contest. Missed the first few games with an injury. He's played 8 games. A forward who rebounds 8 a game and assists in the category of that, 3 assists per contest. For Coach Fran McCaffrey and the Hawkeyes, Aaron Eulis will start at 1 guard, a 6.3 averager, 1 rebound, 2 assists per game. Tony Perkins averages 11.5 a night at the other guard. Philip Rebracha, the forward, 14 points a contest, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. Patrick McCaffrey with 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for Patrick McCaffrey. And Chris Murray, the All-American, back after missing 4 games. Has 8 games under his belt so far this year. Number 9 here tonight. 19.4 a contest, 10 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. Starting lineups here brought to you by Mid-American Energy. Now for the uniform report. Time for the colors of the game presented by Shields. The Hawkeyes are wearing their black uniforms with the gold and white trim. And Nebraska wearing their white uniforms. The Hawks in their black uniforms so far in the season have a record of 3-1. We hope that's a good omen for tonight. Make sure to check out Shields for all your Hawkeye gear. Shields right there with you in Des Moines, Sioux City, Iowa City, and Cedar Falls. The opening tip of the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers coming up next. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Draft Day Sports Lounge is the ultimate place to watch the game, have some fun, and show off your golfing skills with Topgolf Swing Suite. Topgolf Swing Suite in Draft Day delivers a one-of-a-kind simulation that's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. Pair that with Draft Day's live sports viewing, local craft beers, and delicious menu, and you have a winning pair. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge and Topgolf Swing Suite, just minutes south of Iowa City.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Businesses like yours count on EMC insurance companies for protection with the standard coverage they need. But EMC agents go further, tailoring coverages with the specialized products and services every unique company requires, including yours. EMC has insurance solutions for nearly 500 types of businesses. So whatever your specialty is, count on EMC to protect it. Visit emcins.com to find your local agent.
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. Hyatt Regency, caring for people so they can be their best. And by Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. It's game time.
Steal off the 1-2-2 and a dunk by Chris Murray.
You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes with Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Now let's join Gary Dolphin for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half.
John Swisher in for Gary Dolphin here tonight, along with former Hawkeye great and Bulls world champion Bobby Hansen, our on-site producer and engineer. Courtside is Jim Davies. Brock is with us from Jefferson City, running the controls as our in-studio producer. Getting ready for the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers here tonight. We need to step out and allow our great 55 network-filled station to identify themselves. Time for a station ID. You're listening to Hawkeye Men's Basketball. The introductions on the horizon here as the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers getting ready to tip it off. And Bobby, you said how important it is. And Fran mentioned in the pregame interview, yeah, you want to get off to a good start, but if you don't, remember the little things. Remember, when this big crowd gets into it, it's not the end of the world. You've played in big settings like this before.
Yeah, you got to trust each other, John, is what the key is. And you got to follow the game plan. These coaches put a tremendous amount of time into the plan. Sherman Dillard is the man with the scout here for this basketball game, and he always has good scouting reports. So, again, trust the game plan, trust each other. And as Fran has talked about for the last couple of days is looking at that tape in the last game when it snowballed the other way against the Hawkeyes. The Hawks settled for some quick shooting. Ended up, I think they were 2 of 17 from three-point land in the second half. That's when it got away. So can't let that happen early here today. Establish yourself defensively and see if you can go at this guy, Derek Walker. I think he is the biggest key to this game. The man inside, number 13, Derek Walker, 6'9", averages 14 points, 8 rebounds, willing passer, 3 assists a game. So you can go to Philip Obracha, see if you can get a couple of quick fouls on Derek Walker and put him on the bench.
And Coach McCaffrey called Walker, of course, one of the best players in the league for a reason. We talked about Mr. Grisel, Sam Grisel, the 6'7" guard/forward, how important he is here, the senior transfer from North Dakota State, as Coach McCaffrey and company want to put pressure on him and make him have to hurry of distributing the basketball.
Yeah, he'll pick his spots, John, is what he does. He's not going to come out and he's not a volume shooter shooter or a volume scorer, but he knows when his team is lacking a little bit, he'll go. He had a really big second half over in Omaha when they knocked off Creighton in that game a few weeks back. So, defensively, KJ Wilcher is going to get after you. Bandit Mel, the senior transfer, he averages 10. They've got 6 guys off the bench. They're not a great three-point shooting team, but they have one guy comes in off the bench, Casey Tominaga from Japan. He can knock down three-point shots from anywhere. Kind of like a Jordan Bohannon type of a three-point shooter. So you got to know when Casey comes into the game, better be there on catch or he'll sting you.
Indeed, as the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers both on the floor getting ready. If you're headed to Nashville for the Music City Bowl, come to Virgin Hotel's Rooftop Bar, the Pool Club. Enjoy a mix of well-crafted drinks and culinary creations as you take in the panoramic views over Nashville. Be sure to check out our Hawk Talk Bowl preview show coming up as live at 11 a.m. on Friday. It'll be played back on the Hawkeye Radio Network at 7 o'clock. It will air live at 11 a.m. on the Iowa Hawkeye YouTube channel and on tape delay across the network at 7 o'clock again on Friday night. We are ready for Big Ten basketball. The Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers in the middle. Rebraca for the Hawkeyes. Walker for Nebraska. And the Cornhuskers have won the tip as we are underway right at 6:05. Going left to right, Nebraska right in front of us. Have the basketball. They get it left side, high post. Now inside over Chris Murray. The shot by Gary, no good. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Rebraca. The right-handed to left-handed dribble over the timeline. Perkins stops just outside the free throw line. Now kicks it left side to Murray. A pass inside is batted away and stolen by Sam Griesel. All the way in. Now that's blocked out of there by Chris Murray. Chris says no thank you as Griesel has it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay baseline inbounds underneath. Good to see Chris get up and block that one.
Oh, absolutely. A little tough turnover there by Chris. A little rust showing right there on that one, but he hustled back, and Griesel, a little change of direction in midair, and Chris swatted it away.
19 and a half to go. No score yet in this one. Bandumel, right side, right elbow. This is Gary. Jawan Gary. He's stuck with a double team. Rebraca and Ulis. Now a baseline drive. Losing it out of bounds. Good straight up and down defense by Philip Rebraca as Derek Walker just lost it right off his shoe top.
Good job by Philip Rebraca holding his ground when he went to the baseline side. Philip didn't give an inch, and nowhere for Walker to go. Dribbled it off his foot.
John and Bobby with you. Hawks and Cornhuskers here tonight from Lincoln. Ulis guarded up top by Emmanuel Bandumel, the 6'4" guard. Left side is Rebraca. Dribbles up to the top of the key. One-handed pass to Perkins. Bounce pass left side. Nice look inside by Patrick McCaffrey. Rebraca goes up. The ball was knocked away. Fans wanted to travel, but wouldn't have been the right call. He puts it up. It's no good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Griesel. Now Griesel has it right side. The handoff to C.J. Wilcher. He'll take a stop and pop three. From the top of the key, that's no good. Rebounded by Rebraca, and back come the Hawks. Perkins has it left wing. Left side to Murray. Murray now, skip pass. Right side McCaffrey. Quick swing, left side Ulis. Back to Chris, left side. Murray takes it into the lane. Twisting and turning, lots of contact there. And Murray wanted the on the shot foul, but the near side official says that's going to be on the floor. Baseline inbounds underneath.
They got it to Derek Walker, though. Big fella inside, picks up his first. The Hawkeyes will have to inbound it underneath their own basket.
Big Ten officials here tonight. Paul Zellick, Kip Kissinger, and Don Daly on the call here from the conference. Here's Perkins left side, 15 on the shot clock, 18-20 and counting on the game clock. Still no score. A pull-up jumper from 14, no good. Off the back of the rim by Ulis, but a tapped out by Murray. Here is a top of the key three. Book it. Patrick McCaffrey gets the Hawkeyes on the board. 3-zip, 18 and counting here in the first half.
Nice job by, I think it was Phil Rebraca that knocked that thing loose, got the offensive rebound. Aaron Ulis over to Patrick McCaffrey for the first basket of the game.
Up top with it. Now right side, a shovel pass. Gary drives baseline. Nice block away by Murray. Rebraca comes up with it. Perkins now. Left side, Chris. Stop, pop. Deep left wing three. That's no good. It spins around and pops up front side rebound as it was corralled by Walker. Now he goes all the way in, lays it up, finger roll, got it over the front of the rim as he just bowled over Rebraca. Walker's on the board. It's 3-2 Hawks, 17 and a half to go first half.
A little bully ball there by Derek Walker, end to end with the basket.
Caffrey for another three, no good this time. Off the backside, rebounded by Walker. Here comes Derek. all the way in, puts it up off the glass and good. Right past Rebraca. Derek Walker has another bucket and the first lead change. Nebraska 4-3.
Got to stop the basketball. Guy can't dribble from end to end. Free reign for the hoop.
Inside, leaving it short as Rebraca. A lot of contact. Boy, this is a physical game already. Up ahead, here's Bandumel as he hesitates. Now goes in against Patrick. Puts it up. That's no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Rebraca. 16:50 and counting to go. Hawkeyes trail by 1, 4-3. Left side is Ulis. Now up top is Perkins. Tony will one-hand it over right side to Murray. Up top to Ulis now. Back to Perkins. 15 on the shot clock. 16:40 and counting on the game clock. Inside Perkins. Little fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebraca the tip in. That's no good. Pinballs again off the hands of Rebraca and then corralled by Nebraska. Sam Griesel comes up with it. Right side, Griesel. Baseline drive. Nice job. Defense by Perkins. But he goes for the steal now. A reverse layup. Left hand on the left side. Griesel, nice move there. The 6'7" guard gets his first bucket. 6-3 Huskers.
That was all individual, one-on-one by Sam Griesel. Tony Perkins, I thought he had him trapped down on the baseline side, but just good individual effort by number 5, Griesel.
3-point lead for Nebraska. 16 minutes on the game clock. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Perkins now up to McCaffrey. Right side of Rebraca. Rebraca looking. 5 on the shot clock. Left side, Ulis for a 3. No good. Off the top left side of the backboard. Rebounded by Nebraska in the hands of Bandumel. And here come the Cornhuskers. Griesel will stop and pop. Splash City, as you can hear from the crowd. He made it with no problem. 9-3 Nebraska. As the Get Loud and Louder banners come up, you don't have to tell these folks. It's a good start for Nebraska with the early lead here. And the Hawks having trouble with it. Perkins now inside, and he'll kick it back out. Here's Murray for a 3 right corner. Good! Chris Murray gets a 3-pointer in the back. Hawks are back within 3, 9-6.
That's a good sign right there. Chris Murray shot that with confidence. Far right corner gets his first basket, a 3, but a good find by Tony Perkins, dribble penetration.
9-6 Huskers, 15 minutes and counting. Here's Griesel right side. Right short corner, bodied by Patrick McCaffrey. Now twisting and turning. Fade away from the right elbow. That's going to be no good. Out front, rebounded, skied for by Rebraca. Pushes it ahead to Ulis. Now right side of Tony. Perkins, a bounce pass in the right corner. Murray now skips it left side all alone. McCaffrey, he avoids the defender. Now he's going to pass it up top. 15 on the shot clock. Ulis drives, hesitation dribble. Now he sends it right side. McCaffrey, 10 on the shot clock. Inside, great pass. Great find, assist to Rebraca as he finishes it, and the Hawks are down by 1.
Yeah, really good find. The Hawks are in scramble mode right there. Good rotations by Nebraska, but Phillip found himself inside, gets a basket.
9-8. Hawks down by 1. 14-10 and counting here. Here is Walker twisting and turning inside. Puts it up. That's no good. Leaves it too long. Bounce it off the backside. Rebounded by Murray. Here's Tony. Drives to the right wing. Stop. Pulls up. 12-footer. No good. Off the back of the rim. A hard fall by Sam Griesel, but a rebound by Juwan Gary. And Nebraska will come back with it with that 1-point lead. Just under 14 to go here in this first half of play from Lincoln. Bandumel has it. Now he drives left side, kicks it out. Welcher puts it on the deck. A fadeaway jumper. Got it to go. C.J. Welcher, the 6'5" guard from Plainfield, New Jersey. Transferred from Xavier. Up top is Rebraca. 11-8 now. Cornhuskers have the 3-point advantage. 13.5 to go. Here's Perkins. Left elbow. Nice pass. Rebraca traveled. Says the near side official ran into 2 Nebraska defenders. And a timeout on the floor. Our first media timeout with 13:29 to go. Attention Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can't afford. Check out wellmark.com/hoops to compare plans. 11-8 Cornhuskers. 13:29 to go first half. You're listening to Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
13:29 to go in the opening half. This is Hawkeye men's basketball brought to you by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. John Swisher, Bobby Hansen back with you as the Hawks down by 3 now, 11-8. The three-point lead for the Cornhuskers. What's jumping off the sheet at you here, Bobby?
Yeah, the shooting by the Hawkeyes to start the game, John. The Hawkeyes just 3 of 13, 23%. They are 2 of 5 from long range. You got a three-pointer from Patrick McCaffrey and one from Chris Murray. I like how Chris is moving out there. The Hawks are pounding the boards, winning that battle 9-8, but they've got 3 offensive rebounds. Philip Rebraca, 2 offensive boards, 4 defensively. He's got 6 total, but he's just 1 for 5 from the floor.
As Coach McCaffrey told us, a balanced attack. It doesn't matter who. They'll drive. They'll be aggressive. We've seen it already.
You've seen it already. Derek Walker, a couple of drives to the basket. Griesel is on the boards. He'll go coast to coast, and now in the game is their three-point shooter, Casey Tominaga.
Tominaga, the 6'2 guard, junior from Japan, went to Ranger College. Here's Tominaga, pulls up the lefty, got it to go. Waited for the defender to go, and Tominaga buries it. 13-8, the 5-point lead, largest of the game for either team. We've had one lead change. Hawks led early, 3-0 early on. Left side is Perkins. 13 minutes and counting here in this first half. Here's a bounce pass from Chris. Left side of Rebraca, too much contact called there. A new face in there, Breidenbach. Wilhelm Breidenbach, the 6'10 forwards. More size off the bench for Coach Hoiberg and company from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Went to Mater Dei School. As the first foul on him, baseline inbounds underneath Tony Perkins. Tony gets it in up top to McCaffrey. 13-8 Nebraska. Just under 13 to play. Here's Murray. Right elbow. Guarded by Gary. Tries to skip past the left side of Connor McCaffrey, who's in the game, but it's intercepted now. Patrick McCaffrey knocks it away from C.J. Wilcher. There's bodies on the floor and going to get a foul called as Rebraca was tackled by Breidenbach, the 6'2 forward. Says the near side officials. The home crowd doesn't like it. Shockingly.
And he picks up his second foul. He'll have to come out of there, and they're going to go a little deeper into the bench with redshirt freshman coming in, 7-footer, trying to still rest Derek Walker.
In a matter of minutes here, as Coach Jeanette's the 7-footer, redshirt freshman from Kansas, went to Western Reserve Academy. 7 foot, 232 pounds. Says, yeah, Breidenbach was in there for less than a minute. Picked up those 2 personals. Here's McCaffrey, left side, Connor, bounce pass. Rebraca takes the 17-footer. It's no good. Pops out the back side and a front side rebound to Griesel. And here come the Huskers. 13-8 Nebraska, 12-20 and counting here in this first half of play. Hand off to Tominaga. Now up top, Coach Jeanette. Now Wilcher. Wilcher pulls up, guarded by McCaffrey. He'll send it back out top. 10 on the shot clock. Tominaga drives. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Leaves it short, and Rebraca there for the board. And he'll bring it back up. There's McCaffrey over the timeline with it. Up top to Tony Perkins. Left side, Tony guarded by Tominaga. Now Rebraca, deep, long distance 3. McCaffrey no good. Off the left hand of Connor McCaffrey, back after that hand injury. Sidelined him against Eastern Illinois. As now Griesel has it. Pass left side. Wilcher thought about it. Now he takes it as McCaffrey stepped off of him, and then Wilcher stepped back and buried it. The 6'5 guard, and the lead climbs to 8. 16-8 Cornhuskers. Here's Connor, right side of Patrick. Up top, Murray wide open for a 3. No good. It kisses the side of the rim and then bounces out of bounds. And we'll have another media timeout with 11:27 to go here in this first half. 16-8 Nebraska. Well, if you need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers, you can visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details. Plus energy-saving tips. 16-8. Cornhuskers lead the Hawkeyes. 11:27 to go. First half. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
DePaco Credit Union members are better together through Thank Yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash for saving, borrowing, and planning. This year, participating DePaco members shared nearly $3.7 million. Since 2016, members have shared nearly $24.4 million in Thank Yous. Be part of the movement. Join the local financial cooperative where members are owners. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at DePaco.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
When did business insurance become one size fits all? At EMC Insurance Companies, we've known for more than 100 years that businesses have unique needs. It's why from coast to coast, we provide insurance packages that are designed and tailored specifically for nearly 500 different types of businesses. Add our expert loss control and quick claim services, and you can see why customers count on EMC to help protect what they've built. Find an EMC agent near you at emcins.com.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
16-8 Nebraska over the Hawkeyes. 11:27 to go here in the first half. This is Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield coverage. First half flavor of Hawkeye men's basketball. Back and forth early on. Now Nebraska has built that 8-point lead. Bobby, things just not going the Hawkeyes' way.
Yeah, they've been able to build that 8-point lead by the Hawkeyes not making shots. Hawkeyes 0 for their last 4, 2 of their last 12, and Nebraska currently on a 7-0 run. So you got to find a way to stop this momentum that is going Nebraska's way. And how you do that is not settle for 3-point shots. You got to get something going to the basket, attack, be aggressive, see if you can get to the free throw line.
And defensively, what do they need to do?
Defensively, yeah, you got to cover up Casey Tominaga, always be where he's at on catch, and they've knocked down a couple of 3-point shots. They are 2 out of 3, which is uncharacteristic for Nebraska. They're a less than 30% 3-point shooting team, but just keep rebounding, keep going here. They're not insurmountable, but you got to find a way to get some hoops going.
Down.
Not 19% shooting, 3 of 16.
Down by 8, 11:25 to go here in the first half, and that's going to be a turnover as a new face in there, Jamarcus Lawrence, a 6'3" guard, trying to fight a little bit of pressure put on, and just threw it left side where his other guard wasn't. Rolls right out of bounds in front of Coach Hoiberg and company. And now a substitutions in there as DeSante Bowen in for the first time. Peyton Sanford is in, joining Connor McCaffrey, Chris Murray, and Patrick McCaffrey. Also coming in now, Denham Dawson, a 6'6" guard/forward, redshirt freshman from San Bernardino, California. Went to Southern California Academy. Hawks have the ball, down by 8. 11:15 and counting here in this first half. Bowen has it, left-handed dribble up top, 10 on the shot clock, bounce pass Sanford. Up top, guarded by Tominaga. Right side, it's 5 on the shot clock. Sanford, Murray, left side, Bowen, 2 on the shot clock, and I'm not sure if he knows it. Knocked away and a shot clock violation. McCaffrey got it, Tominaga tipped it away. Connor got it back. Then the horn went off, and just not realizing it that time as Connor has a word with DeSante Bowen about realizing the shot clock.
Yeah, a young man came into the game, didn't realize the clock was down underneath of 15 seconds. He's got to be the guy to make something happen.
10:15 counting here in this first half of play. Hawkeyes trail by 8, 16-8. Up top with his Bandumel. Now a baseline drive by Dawson. Ball's knocked away. Gary collects it, goes up with it strong. And for 2 points, 18-8 now, the 10-point lead. McCaffrey inside. Connor bounce pass right side. Sanford swings it quick. Patrick over to Bowen for a three. Much needed. Curls around and pops out. Front side rebound by Nebraska in the form of Dawson. Tominaga will drive. Here's Chris Murray on him. Kicks it out. Now up top is Bandumel. Right side is Gary, the 6'6" forward. Inside, little fadeaway, left it short. Guarded by Chris Murray, affected that shot with a block presence. Denham Dawson can't get it to go. Now Chris drives. Connor McCaffrey for a three. Spins around, pops out. Murray fighting for the rebound. Now Dejounte Bowen had his hands on the basketball. Good call there as he had both hands right on the basketball as Denham Dawson came down with the rebound. The Husker faithful don't like it, but Bowen had a lot of basketball and will stay on the possession arrow with the Hawks.
Nice job of hustling in there. Dejounte Bowen not giving up on the play. We need Chris Murray to take over.
9:58 to go. 18-8. Here's a blocking foul. Getting in Chris Murray's way is Dawson, and he picks up his foul there. And it's a blocking foul going to be called on the sideline. The first foul for Dawson. Team's fourth. And McCaffrey will inbound it on the far side. Coach McCaffrey all the way out of the floor, yelling to his team what they want to do for an inbounds here. 15 on the shot clock. 9:50 and counting on the game clock. Here's Sanford for a three. No good. Bounces off back. Hawks can't get anything to drop. Connor McCaffrey going for the rebound. Has to go off his fingertips and out of bounds. It'll be Cornhusker basketball. 18-8 Nebraska. 9:47 to go here in the first half.
The Hawkeyes are going to go extend the defensive pressure out here. A little 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure. Nebraska turned it over last time.
Bandumel had it knocked away by Patrick McCaffrey. Right at the timeline was Dawson in a double team of the McCaffrey brothers. Here's a top of the key three. No good. Too hard off the back of the rim. Batted away, but Connor McCaffrey has it. Nice behind the back dribble, avoiding a defender. Now inside. Hands off to Sanford. He can't get it to go on a layup left side. Now it's pinball around. McCaffrey has it. Inside to Bowen. He puts it up a fadeaway there. And no good. Rebounded by Lawrence. Hawkeyes didn't get anything to drop. Frustrating, but they got to keep playing here. 9 minutes to go here in this first half. As Bandumel calling off the play out top, guarded by Dejounte Bowen. Tominaga has it up top. Now Bowen picks him up as he dribbles right to left. There's a deep three, left side. Booker. Jamarquez Lawrence, the 6'3" backup guard, makes it 21-8. Here's a little contact as McCaffrey drove left side. And the foul called on Nebraska. As Jamarquez Lawrence, his first foul. Team foul number 5 here for the Cornhuskers. 8:47 to go now. 21-8 in favor of the Huskers. Rough start for the Hawks. They got to keep battling, trying to work their way back. Still plenty of time to go in this first half. Connor has it right side to Perkins. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Tony left side. Bowen for a much needed three. No good. Bounces off back to the rim. Griesel has it. Tears it away from Connor McCaffrey. And the Cornhuskers bring it up. Griesel right side to Gary. Griesel backing it out. Guarded by Tony Perkins. 8:15 and counting here in the first half. 15 on the shot clock. Here's a deep three. Tominaga. No good. A little spin around. No good off the back of the iron. Rebounded by McCaffrey. Connor gets it to Tony Perkins. Contact there. Nothing doing. Tony Perkins puts it up. Gets it back. Sends it out. Sanford for a three. That's no good. Off the back of the rim. Perkins with a rebound. Puts it up. No good again. Off the back of the rim. Just can't get the lid off. Here's Bandumel. Left side. This is going to be a contact called on Connor McCaffrey.
Give it to Perkins. That is the first foul on the Hawkeyes.
And you can hear the sarcastic cheer from the Nebraska faithful. 21-8 Cornhuskers. Immediate timeout. 7:52 to go in the first half. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin, and you could win even more from Iowa corn. As we are back with more Hawkeye basketball after this. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at MidAmericanEnergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball.
Hawkeye basketball. First half coverage presented by Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield. We're in Lincoln, Nebraska, inside Pinnacle Bank Arena tonight. Hawkeyes and Cornhuskers 21-8, 7:52 to go in the first half. Frustrating right now. Hawks just can't get anything to drop. Nebraska playing well. Just got to keep on battling here.
I thought this would be a high-scoring game. I thought the Hawkeyes would get going here, but tough stats here coming your way. 0 for their last 13. Hawks just 2 of their last 21 field goal attempts. Nebraska on a 12-0 run over the last 6 minutes and now hold a 21-8 lead.
Hawks scoring 84 points a game. First in the Big Ten, top 20 nationally. They give up 71. That's 13th in the Big Ten defensively. Nebraska 68 on offense, 13th in defense, 66 points a contest, 9th in the conference. Griesel drives all the way in off the glass, no good. Rebounded, put up and good by Derek Walker, and Nebraska continues their run. It's 23-8. Perkins has it up top. Bounce pass to Chris Murray. Here is a pass left side to Connor McCaffrey. Murray has it up top. Chris drives in, little contact, nothing doing. As a rebound tipped back twice by Sanford. Can't get it to go, and Nebraska comes away with it. Here's Griesel, left side. Chris Murray just 3 points. Had a 3 early on in the game. This is a shot deflected away out of bounds off of Nebraska. Hawkeye basketball, 6:59 to go. 23-8 in favor of the Cornhuskers.
And Chris is going to get a break here. Philip Obracha back into the game. Let's see if we can maybe hit him down low and guarded by Derek Walker. You get that second foul on Walker. But, man, got to get something here to go through the hoop for the Hawkeyes. If we're frustrated, can't imagine what these players are feeling.
And coaches, too, no doubt. Josh Dix, a 6'5 guard from Council Bluffs. Lincoln High School in there. He has it up top. Sends it to Sanford. It's Sanford, Obracha, Perkins, McCaffrey. This is knocked away. Going to be a foul call on Sanford as coming up with it, Derek Walker. So Peyton will pick up a foul there. Number 2 on the Hawkeyes. 6:43 to go. Shot clock will have 28 on it. Patrick McCaffrey comes back in for Peyton Sanford. He joins his brother Connor, Obracha, Perkins, and Josh Dix, the 5 for the Hawks. C.J. Wilcher will inbound it right in front of Coach McCaffrey on the sideline. Griesel up top with it. 6.5 to go. Nebraska, the commanding 23-8 advantage. Griesel up top to Bandumel. Deep 3 thought about. Pass to the corner. Wilcher will take it instead, and he splashes it right in. C.J. Wilcher, 6'5 guard. The sophomore from Plainfield, New Jersey, extends the lead. They call it a long 2, apparently. It's 25-8. Obracha now kicks it out to Perkins. Tony drives now left side to Dix. Josh puts it on the deck, between the legs dribble, guarded by Griesel. Right side to Connor, 10 on the shot clock. McCaffrey up top to Perkins. Tony between the legs dribble, step back, the 19-footer, no good. Off the left side, rebounded by Griesel, and back come the Cornhuskers with a 25-8 lead, just under 6 minutes to play. Griesel has it, long distance 3 ball, right through, and Coach McCaffrey will take the timeout. The 20-point lead, 28-8, 5:47 to go here in the first. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Basketball on 1040 WHO is presented by Bud & Mary's. Formerly Med Farm, Bud & Mary's is the same locally grown, family-owned and operated company, providing the largest selection of cannabis and full THC products in Iowa.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Hey burger lovers, this is Jill from the Burger Shed. Have you tried one of our signature handcrafted burgers? You gotta try a fan favorite, the Shed Burger. It comes with in-house smoked brisket, pepper jack cheese, and the Shed's barbecue sauce. For all of our pork lovers out there, you gotta get your hands on the Apocalypse Now Burger, which comes with a pork patty topped with hand-pulled smoked pork, pepper jack cheese, and bacon jam. Burger Shed. Burgers, beers, and a bunch of BS. Bass Pro Drive in Altoona.
Join WMT's 27th Alaska in August. Begin with a 7-night land tour into the heart of Alaska. Then a 7-night cruise through the Inside Passage. Visit Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited website, duagency.com for a brochure.
Hawkeyes responding after the timeout. Welcome back in. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. 2 3-pointers. Chris Murray and Connor McCaffrey, and a stop defensively. It's 28-14 now. Nebraska with the lead. That's the way to come out and respond. Shots falling makes things a little easier. Just haven't been able to get them to drop until then.
Yeah, played some good defense. Got a couple of turnovers in there, but the Hawks know that got to get some threes to drop.
Connor almost got all ball. Too much contact, says the baseline official. Coach McCaffrey not happy. He thought it was all ball. The baseline official says no. He got too much arm, coach. And the opinion of the official, of course, matters the most there. 4:41 to go here in this first half. 28-14. Nebraska with the lead. Griesel on the line to shoot. First one is up, rolls around, pops out front, no good. First free throws attempted by either team here so far tonight. Sam Griesel is a 66% free throw shooter, coming in 33 of 50 here tonight. First foul on Patrick McCaffrey, and the second one no good. Rolls off the mark left side. Connor pushes it up ahead. Hesitation, stutter step dribble. Right side, Dix pulls up. Baseline jumper no good. Rebounded by Griesel. Back come the Cornhuskers. 28-14. Nebraska 4.5 to go here in this first half of play. Game number 2 in the Big Ten for the Hawkeyes. Third Big Ten contest for Nebraska. Both teams are winless so far in league play in the new season. Inside, up, and no good by Walker. Rolls out front. Good defense by Rebraca as McCaffrey has it. Inside to Phillip. Has it knocked away by Walker, almost off the foot of Rebraca. Now a timeout on the floor. 28-14, the lead here in favor of Nebraska. You don't need countless insurance companies. You need one insurance company you can count on, and that's EMC Insurance Companies. Find your agent at emcins.com. So a little momentum there, a little confidence for the Hawkeyes that the ball can actually go through the cylinder here, and trying to build on that with 3:59 to go here in the first half, Bobby.
One possession at a time. The Hawks on a 6-0 run. The back-to-back threes, one by Chris Murray, the second one by Connor McCaffrey. So you got to just keep grinding, John, and there are no 15-point shots in basketball. Just take it one possession at a time. Get this thing under 10 by halftime.
Exactly what you talked about, what Coach McCaffrey talked about, staying together as a team. Keep your emotions in check. The big crowd will get into it. Nebraska's going to do what they want to do. We got a lot of time left in this game. Just be patient. Good things hopefully will happen and shots will fall here. But just got to keep playing team ball here.
And got to get to the free throw line. Score with the clock stopped.
And that's another factor. We talked about Hawkeyes averaging 24 free throws per game. Nebraska doesn't foul much. They allow their opponents only 12 free throws per game. They have had some fouls called on them so far. 5 personal fouls in this first half. The Hawkeyes have 3 on the other side. We talked about unbelievable numbers in the foul department there and teams shooting free throws against them, as Nebraska with the 28-14 advantage here in this one. What else jumping out to you as we get the official stat sheet at the 4-minute mark?
Well, the 8 rebounds by Philip Bracha, but he is 1 for 7 from the floor. And what jumped off what you just talked about, Swish, was the Hawks have yet to even attempt a free throw. This is a really physical basketball game. Hawks aren't getting a whistle.
U.S. Southern is bringing locally grown connections all season long with any phone for free, new and current customers. That's right, any phone for free. With Quick Hot Savings from Quickstar, you'll find hot deals throughout the store. Check out the savings on produce, Nature's Touch dairy products, and so much more. Quickstar's got your savings covered. And getting a medical cannabis card in Iowa is as easy as talking to your doctor. Join thousands of Iowans using medical cannabis today. Search budmary.com to learn more. Hawkeyes down by, now they adjusted the score. They must have counted that one in the right corner of 3. Yes, Wilcher's 3. We thought it was a 3. Of course, we can't see the corner with fans to our right in front of us here, but they did count it as a 3, so they go back and give a point to Nebraska. The Hawkeyes are down 15. It's 29-14, 4 minutes to play in the first half. Patrick McCaffrey has it, right side to older brother Connor. All the way in, Connor aggressively, no good. Bounces around, rebound by Walker, and back comes Nebraska with it. As up top, right side is Griesel. Guarded by Connor McCaffrey. 15 on the shot clock. Knocked away by Chris Murray in front of Gary. Chris going in. Contact. Puts it up with the left hand as he crashes to the ground. Chris will go to the line to shoot 2 as Gary will be called for a personal foul. That's his first, team number 6. Nice aggressive move by Murray. Got a fast break. Knew some contact was coming. Threw it up just to see if he could get it to go.
Well, right in front of us. He did a nice job playing the passing lane there. Come up with the steal. Wilcher chased him down, was sizing him up, and Chris was sizing him up. He's going to hammer it down over the top of him, but good hard contact at the top, and Chris the first of 2.
24 of 30, 80% for the free throw line, and he knocks down the pair as it rolls around, kisses the window, and falls on down. Hawkeyes trail 29-16, 3.5 to go in this first half of action. Tominaga back in. He passes it left side to Bandumel. Now back up top to Griesel, the 6'7" graduate senior, North Dakota State. Lincoln, Nebraska, grew up here in the city and came back home to finish his college playing days. Inside, this is Walker, twisting, turning over Rebracha. The left hand on the left side got it to go as Walker adds to his point total. He's got 8 now, 31-16 Huskers, 3 minutes to go. Skip pass right side. Murray skies and he slams it down. The two-handed dunkaroo by Chris Murray. Hawks trail by 13.
Chris has got 10 points now. Good find out of the double team, Philip Bracha.
Right side, Tominaga. Back up top to Griesel. Now left side. This is Bandumel. McCaffrey on him. Now Connor closely guarding Griesel for the left wing. 12 on the shot clock. 2.5 of the game clock. Still Griesel against McCaffrey. Left short block. 5 in the shot clock. And he's going to get the foul called. And Fran can't believe it. Connor McCaffrey with contact. Griesel falling down, fading away. Yeah. Boy, did he sell it there, the acting job.
What you call a bailout. He had all this contact, Fran's telling him, from top of the key down, and you let him flop and get to the free throw line. Tough call there on the Hawks.
Connor will pick up his second foul. Griesel will go to the line. He's 0 for 2 so far in the contest from the free throw line. He makes the first one there. Tony Perkins will come in. Connor McCaffrey exits the game. 2:27 to go. 32-18 now. Huskers with the lead. Griesel ready for the second one. Fran continuing to talk to far side official. And the second one is up and right through. 33-18, 2:25 and counting to go here in the first half. Murray, left side to Patrick. McCaffrey back up top. Dix for a three, left wing. Got it to go. Josh Dix with the jumper from Tripleville. The 6'5" guard gets the Hawks back within 12, and a travel called. Walker shuffled the feet up top. We go back the other way.
Big shot by Josh Dix right there. That is the 5th three-point field goal for the Hawks in the first half here. They're 5 out of 15, so you got the hot hand. You might as well keep shooting them.
On the other side, Nebraska is 5 of 8 for 62% from three-point land. 33-21. Nebraska with the lead, 1:55 and counting here in the first half. Left side is Perkins. Right-handed hip high dribble now between the legs. Guarded by Jawan Gary. Takes it in now. Left side pass. Murray for a three. Got it to go. Chris Murray with another three-pointer for Chris. That's his third or fourth three of the game.
That's his third. He's got 13 points, and the Hawks showing some life.
Chris leading the way, coming back. And now the Hawks back within single digits. 33-24, 1:43 to go here in this first half of play. Stay tuned for our halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Hey, Hawkeye fans, Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans at Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans at the game or at home. Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, and you get the best tasting hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa men's basketball program to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. $1:43 to go, 33-24. Hawkeyes trail. A little pressure put on to the Hawks again. It's Griesel, left side to Bandumel. Back up to Griesel, 20 on the shot clock, minute and a half to go before halftime. There's a handoff up top to Gary. Left side to Bandumel. Inside, Rebracha against Walker. One-on-one. Now Dix comes to help. Nice pass inside. Bandumel going up is Tony Perkins. A little contact. He got part of the ball up top, but body contact underneath, says the baseline official. Perkins will pick up his second. That's team foul number 5 for the Hawks as Bandumel is on the line. Emmanuel Bandumel, first time at the free throw line. First one is up and right through.
His first points of the half.
Indeed, as Bandumel, 73% free throw shooter. Coming in 27 of 37. 10-point lead again for the Huskers. 34-24. The second one is down the hatch as well. 35-24. Buck 20 and counting here in this first half. Ulis over the timeline with it. Guarded by Bandumel. It's Ulis, Murray, Rebracha, Patrick McCaffrey, and Josh Dix. McCaffrey left side, 15 on the shot clock. Now Murray has it. Had the defender up in the air on the shot fake. Now takes a dribble right side and passes up to Ulis. 9 on the shot clock. Ulis drives in, kicks it out. Dix now will drive, puts it up. Contact. Nothing to it, but a blocking foul called on Walker inside. That'll be his second personal foul on Derek Walker Jr., the 6'9" forward from Kansas City, the transfer from Tennessee.
Yeah, good aggressive move by Josh Dix right there. Showed the ball in the three-point line, the shot fake, and put it on the deck. Went hard and a little bit late in recovery with Derek Walker. He'll have to come out of the game with the 2.
And Dix makes the first free throw. First time at the line here tonight for Josh. He's got 4 points now. Go along with that 3. Josh Dix coming in just 33%, 1 of 3 so far from the charity stripe on the season, and he knocks down that one as the Hawks climbing their way back in here with 56 seconds to go. 35-26, Huskers with the 9-point advantage. Here's a steal, Rebracha right in front of us. Bad pass as Wilcher can't get to it in time. Now the Hawks. Right side, Dix. Driving, skip pass, McCaffrey from the corner. Dix back to Patrick for a 3. Defender fell down. That's no good. Bounces off left, right side. Pinballed away, out of bounds off of Griesel. The Hawks will keep it with 35.1 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock.
Hawks aren't quitting, man. They are fighting on the board, especially Philip Rebraca knocking it loose.
Down by 9. Ulis triggers the inbounds. Here's a fadeaway 3 by Murray. No good. Defender running at him at the last second, just off the front part of the rim. And Nebraska will have a chance at nearly the last second here. About almost a 2-second difference. Game clock to shot clock. Griesel has it up top, guarded by Ulis. 13 on the game clock. Griesel, left side, and too much contact called there. The hand check right in front of the Hawkeye bench. And that'll be the 6th team foul on the Hawkeyes. And the first on Aaron Ulis. Tominaga comes back in as Kojanets, the 7-foot forward, redshirt freshman from Lithuania, exits the ball game. 10 on the play clock, on the game clock, I should say. The shot clock is off. Sideline inbounds, Bandumel up top to Wilcher. Left side, Gary, step back 3 with a hand in his face from Rebraca, and he banks it in. Off the glass and good. Rebraca for the half quarter. Oh, that almost banks in. Off the top of the square, kisses the front of the rim, and careens out right side. 38-26, 12-point lead at halftime. Nebraska over the Hawkeyes. We played one half of Big Ten basketball from Lincoln. Hawks trail by 12 as our Bud Light halftime show coming up here. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
After a cancer diagnosis, it's natural to want to start treatment right away. But first, get a second opinion from a team that specializes in your cancer. I'm Dr. George Weiner, Director of University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center. Before you start treatment, you deserve to be confident you have the right diagnosis and know every option available to you. So whether it's with us or somewhere else, get a second opinion. It can change your care and your life.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
This has been the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield first half on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by EMC Insurance. You've worked hard for it. Now count on EMC Insurance companies to protect it. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Bud and Mary's, medical cannabis farmed and formulated in Iowa. And by Bud Light, it's for the fans. This is the Budweiser Halftime Report.
It is time for the halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Hawkeye fans, Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena all season long. Bud Light is for the fans. Halftime break, 38-26, Nebraska with the lead. Well, it's better than it was, Bobby, there for in the middle of that first half. But Hawks still have some work to do, and you know things are going your way when you bank in a three, throwing it up as the shot clock winds down and the game clock winds down for the last second shot in that first half.
Yeah, they've made 6 three-point field goals, including that banked right there to finish the half. But they are a 29% three-point shooting team on the year, 67% right now. I'm a believer that percentages will catch up. Start missing those shots. Hawks rebound. They hung tough. They were down 20 in this first half, and no quit in this basketball team. Has had it to 9, and then the three-pointer went in. So we got a whole second half of basketball left. You need to get Chris involved early here in the second half. I would go right at this kid, Derek Walker. He's got 2 fouls. If you could pick up a third, maybe a fourth on him, it'll go a long way toward winning this basketball game. But don't quit. Just keep going, man. Just keep plugging along. Play defense. Got to rebound, and most importantly, stay together.
Indeed, this team will keep on fighting and trying to get some shots to fall here as they trail by 12 at the halftime break. Thank you to United Healthcare for teaming up with Hawkeye Athletics this season to celebrate small businesses in the state of Iowa. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. More of the Bud Light Halftime Show coming up. This is Hawkeye Basketball from Learfield.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering any phone, any brand, any storage for free for everyone, new and current customers. Plus, our price protection guarantee means your rates won't go up. Because locally grown connection is the gift that keeps on giving. Visit us in-store or online to get any phone, any brand, any storage free today. U.S. Cellular, locally grown connection. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Silver lining means you are backed by a policy and a company that is going to do everything they can to get you back whole to like you were before.
An independent insurance agent describes the silver lining.
But there's a promise there. You know, that word means we're going to answer our promise in the policy and get you back up and running if you're a business, or, you know, if you're home, we're going to get your home put back together as if nothing had happened.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Facing a criminal charge or complicated family law situation? Regardless of the circumstances, Carr Law Firm has a trial experts that understand how much is on the line. Your priorities are our priorities, and we will fight for the solution that best fits your needs. Our experienced trial attorneys will aggressively defend your rights in court and do everything they can to protect your future by fighting for you. Go to carlawiowa.com for a free consultation. That's Carr with 2 R's, lawiowa.com.
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Back into our Bud Light halftime show. Hawkeyes trailing 38-26 here in this ball game to the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Time for our stats recap at halftime, always brought to you by Hy-Vee. Our big halftime stats report brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings and shop online at HyVeeDeals.com. For the Hawkeyes, leading the way back in the lineup here tonight, Chris Murray. Whether they missed his offensive output at times here in the last 4 games. Murray leading the Hawks with 13 points, 4 of 8 from the field. He's got 3 3-pointers in this game in 19 minutes of play so far. 5 points for Josh Dix. He's been big off the bench for the Hawks. 3 points for Patrick McCaffrey, 2 for Philip Rebracha, and Connor McCaffrey has a 3-pointer as well. For Nebraska, leading the way is Sam Griesel with 10 points, 8 for C.J. Wilcher. Jawan Geary has 5, 8 for Derek Walker. Emmanuel Bandumel has 2, 3 for Jamarquez Lawrence, 2 for Casey Tominaga. As Iowa led for 59 seconds early on, Nebraska has led for 17-18. Game was tied for 143. Just one tie and one lead change here in this game. Nebraska favoring the points in the paint with 12-4. Nebraska shooting 50% from the field, 67% from three-point range. The Hawks 32% from Tripleville, and 21%, 8 of 39 for just 21% from the field so far in this game. Time for the Latham Seeds Charity Stripe recap. It's time for that recap and see how the Hawks and the Huskers did in the first half. The Hawks were perfect 100%, 4 of 4 from the line. Nebraska 4 of 6. For 67%. Your Charity Stripe recap brought to you by Latham High-Tech Seeds. The Hawkeyes have a diverse combination of talent, and at Latham High-Tech Seeds, you'll find the most diverse portfolio in the industry. Diversify for success at lathamseeds.com. Our U.S. Bank scoreboard update coming up next. Hawkeyes trail 38-26 at the break. Back after this from Learfield.
Get a Hy-Vee Plus Premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. For a limited time, get $50 off an annual Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG. That's right, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG.
Have you heard about this new type of television experience from Epson? It's called the Epic Vision Ultra Laser Projection TV. It combines a new type of laser projection technology along with a unique Epson Silverflex screen to produce an epic 120-inch 4K Pro UHD picture that's up to 4 times bigger than a traditional 60-inch TV. There's no better way to watch live sports, and watching Iowa basketball play live on this big bright TV is simply awesome. If you're a sports fanatic like me, you need to check this new Epson TV out for yourself. Visit Epson.com/TV to learn more.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month per line. Even just one line. Because the only way to make the greatest gift of all even greater is not having to add more lines than you need to get it. Visit us in-store or online to get one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data today. U.S. Cellular. Locally grown connection. Limited time offer. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Hawkeyes trail 38-26. Halftime break here from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard after a station ID across the Hawkeye Radio Network. You're listening to Hawkeye Men's Basketball. In other Big Ten men's basketball tonight, Northwestern beat Brown earlier today, 63-58. Penn State over Delaware, 60-46. Ohio State, 90. Alabama A&M, 59. Number 1, Purdue, all over Florida A&M, 82-49. Other games going on right now as Maryland edging Baltimore at halftime, 33-30. It's Michigan just getting past Central Michigan, 28-27. Illinois hosts Bethune-Cookman at 7:30. Iowa women will play at 8 o'clock at Carver's. They host Purdue. That's the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. You can put trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender. lender, member FDIC. More of the halftime show coming up in the second half on the way. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Basketball on 1040 WHO is presented by Bud & Mary's. There's no THC cap on Iowa medical cannabis, and getting a card is fast and easy with online doctors. Get your med card today. Visit budmary.com.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, Hawkeyes fans, the wait is over. The Iowa men's and women's basketball teams are back on the court, and Shields has everything you need to cheer on your favorite players all season long. Take your game day gear to the next level with Shields Fan Shop. We have an unmatched lineup of gear, including jerseys, hats, hoodies, and more to help you show off your team colors. So gear up, Hawkeyes fans, and celebrate all season with Shields, a proud partner of Iowa basketball and hoops fans everywhere.
Bobby Hansen here for the Better Business Bureau. Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you, got ripped off, didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. Find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
38-26, Nebraska over the Hawkeyes here at halftime. Time for a John Deere halftime interview brought to you by great John Deere dealers like Casey Nielsen in Buffalo Center. Bobby Hansen catching up with Iowa assistant coach Sherman Dillard.
Coach, frustrating first half, obviously, but you guys fought back and back right in the game. What would you tell the guys at halftime?
Well, we did get off to a slow start offensively, and we've got to get to the point where we go by our defense. Let our defense get our offense going, and I think when we miss a few shots, our defense softened. They took advantage of that. Took way too many threes, but the threes are there. I didn't think we took a lot of bad shots. I think we just lived by the three too much. I think we got to get the ball inside, get a lot of paint touches. We've got to use some ball screen action to get downhill. They're a very good defensive team. We just got to continue to move the basketball, get some shot fakes, and drive and try to get to the paint.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Sherman Dillard with Bobby Hansen. Interview brought to you by your local Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball. We're underway, 38-26. Here in the second half, 12-point lead for Nebraska. This ball's tipped away off of the Hawkeyes. It will stay Cornhusker basketball with 10 on the shot clock, 19:40 on the game clock. Sherman's always even-keeled, level-headed. He knows that things can get better here, of course, and just got to keep on playing and execute the game plan a little better.
Yeah, you really do. And you talk about defense right there. Gary throws in another circus shot.
As he drives right side, throws it up. Gary gets it to drop. 19.5 to go. 40-26 now, the 14-point lead. Largest lead has been 21. 5:48 mark in that first half for Nebraska. Inside, Rebraca crashes down, takes a hard spill, got it up. Great job by Phillip staying with it. He got pushed underneath, and Phillip goes to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And he picks up the third foul, I believe, on number 13 there, Derek Walker. He'll have to come out.
You are correct, sir, as Wilhelm Breidenbach, the 6'10 forward, comes in for Walker after his third personal. Rebraca, big. You bet. Takes that big body, big aggressive offensive body out of there too. No good on the free throw by Rebraca. He's got 4 points, 0 for 1 for the line as it was tipped away by Murray, but Nebraska able to come away with it. Griesel left side, one-on-one with Ulis. Left side, isolation. Ulis straight up and down on him. Now left side to Breidenbach. And Dumel. Left side, Griesel. Under 10 seconds to play. on the shot clock. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Pinball around. It's going to be lost out of bounds, and it'll stay Nebraska basketball as Murray and Breidenbach were battling for it. They both crashed to the ground. It rolls out of bounds off of the Hawkeyes, the official says.
Good defense that time by the Hawkeyes. Aaron Eulis, who was battling Sam Griesel in there, forced a tough shot, just couldn't come up with a defensive board.
18:45 and counting. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Wilcher for a three. Got it to go. C.J. Wilcher, another three-pointer here in this game for him. He's got 3 of 4 now, and 11 points. Up top is Eulis. 18.5 to go. Right side, Perkins drives. Kicks it out left side of Eulis. Drives in. Eulis back up top. McCaffrey for a three. That's no good off the front of the rim. Chris Murray, and that's going to be a foul by the Nebraska player. As Murray able to reach up and get that one. He was being bodied out of there as Murray was going for the basketball as they called a foul on Nebraska. And Jaquan Gary, his second foul. Team number 2 here in the second half on the Huskers. Inside, Rebraca kicking it out. Fans wanted to travel, no can do. Eulis for a three, and now we've got a foul called on the Hawkeyes, and we go back the other way.
Going to get Philip Rebraca his first. Just trying to get offensive rebound position. Philip throws his hands up in frustration.
18-12 to go.
Taking a beating in there.
As Griesel up ahead right side. Wilcher now right side to Gary. Up top to Griesel. Griesel has it. He backs out top. And guarded by Chris Murray. Handoff. As Wilcher coming to get it. Left side, Bandumel inside.
Bravo.
This is going to be contact first. They're going to call.
Third foul on Tony Perkins, I believe.
A grabbing foul called, on Tony. Foul number 3 on Tony, who is scoreless so far in this ball game. 43-28, 17:53 to go in the second half. Huskers by 15, almost dunked it. Murray was there, but Bandumel able to get it to crawl on down the cylinder. McCaffrey inside, a lot of contact. He puts it up. That's no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. And Nebraska comes back away with it. 17-point lead, 45-28. This is Griesel inside, reverse layup off the glass and good. That time by Jaquan Gary, and Coach McCaffrey wants a timeout. 47-28, 17:31 to go here in the second half of play. Coach McCaffrey not happy with the contact let go on the Hawkeyes side, having a word with the official. The Hawkeyes got to keep battling here, down 47-28 here in this game.
Yeah, it is a tough one there. And again, frustration starting to set in, but they're just attacking the Hawkeyes. Nebraska is just going right to the hoop. Bandumel and Gary, Jaquan Gary.
47-28, 17:31 to go. Attention Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Give it up for plans you can afford. Check out wellmark.com/hoops to compare plans. Also, when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. What connections do you have to corn? Those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag IowansWin. The 47-28 win advantage here, I should say, for Nebraska. The 7-0 run over the last 1 minute and 11 seconds. As 3 of their last 3 for field goals here are the Cornhuskers.
They're shooting 55% for the game now, up to 18 for 33, 70% three-point shooting. There you go. There's some stats. Second half, that's what I'm looking for. Second half, the Hawkeyes are 1 for 4. Nebraska, 4 out of 5.
So a rough start, not the start they wanted here, but Hawkeyes trying to work back into this one. Hawks won last year here in Lincoln for the first time since 2015. As in this series, the Hawkeyes' 4th straight win last year, as Derek Walker had 10 points in that game last season. 47-28. 17:31 to go here in the second half. You're listening to Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Second half coverage of Hawkeye men's basketball. Still, stay patient, stay together. All the cliches, all the things we've been saying, and that's what they got to do. And offensively, be aggressive, trying to get to the line, make them follow you.
And you got to rebound. You got to rebound defensively. Can't give up any second shot opportunities here. And as you said, try to score with the clock stopped. That's at the free throw line. And somewhere you got to drop some threes, get Chris Murray going here.
17:31 here on this first half clock. Hawkeyes have it. Murray going left to right. Perkins brings it up now. Left side to Patrick McCaffrey. Now Rebraca. Right side to Ulis. Ulis between the legs dribble. Now a pass right side to Patrick. Ulis baseline. Kick out right side from Tony Perkins to Patrick McCaffrey. 8 on the shot clock. Murray inside. Rebraca sends it home. As nice drive and dish by Chris Murray. Philip Rebraca gets his 6 points, and it's 47-30. Hawkeyes trail by 17.
Nice unselfish pass that time by Chris Murray, and Hawkeyes passed up a couple of threes, so they're realizing they got to get to the hoop.
There's a deep three, no good off the back of the iron by Breidenbach, the 6'10 forward. Not sure Coach Hoiberg was too appreciative of that long distance three by a post player. 16 and a half to go. Here's Murray driving in contact, can't get it to go. He crashes down on his left knee, and he's slow to get up. He hustles back. Riesel has it. Right side. Ball's knocked away. Now on the floor with it. Nebraska gets control of it. Wiltshire for a three. No good. Too hard off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Now up top. Riesel. 15 on the shot clock. Three ball. Left side. Got it. Jawan Gary books it from the left corner. The Hawkeyes trail by 20. It's 50-30. 16 and counting here in this first half, in the second half.
10 points now for Jawan Gary. He's got 7 of those. Start the second half.
Right side is McCaffrey up top. Now left side with it to Ulis. Ulis guarded by Vandumel. Inside Patrick. 8 on the shot clock. Puts it up. No good. Off the mark. Left side. Rebounded by Griesel. And the Hawks come back on defense. Down by 20. A drive and a slam over Tony Perkins. That time, Jawan Gary, and Nebraska has their largest lead of the game. It's 52-30 with 15:50 to go. Inside, Rebraca double team, looking for help. A lot of contact, put it up off the glass, and good, and a technical foul. Going to be called on Phillip. I think he looked back and said something to the baseline official, and Phillip will get teed up. He wanted the contact called, and he didn't get it, and he was frustrated.
Yeah, he's got to keep his emotions in check here. You don't want to be giving away any free points right now here to Nebraska at the free throw line, but I'm on your side, Phillip. He's getting pounded here in this game and not getting a whistle.
Indeed, 15:24 to go in the second half. Hawkeyes trail by 20, 52-32. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Equity salutes today's hero of the game. Thank you for your service to our country. We're a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join us in thanking all who have served our country. Their dedication allows us to enjoy the freedom and liberty we have today. At American Equity, our mission is to deliver financial dignity to our customers when they retire. To learn more about our company, please visit our website at american-equity.com.
Windsor Windows and Doors are designed and manufactured to give you an inspired look for your next new construction or remodeling project. As your local Windsor distributor, Gilchrist Jewett is here to help you get the right fit for your style and performance needs. We offer the full line of made in the USA Windsor Windows and Doors, including wood-clad, cellular PVC, and vinyl products. To get your next project started, stop into Gilchrist Jewett at one of our 6 locations in Iowa.
Bobby Hansen here for the Better Business Bureau. Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you, got ripped off, didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. Find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
32. Huskers leading the Hawkeyes. 15:24 to go. You're listening to second half coverage of Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. John Swisher in for Gary Dolphin tonight. Dolphins down in Nashville getting ready for the bowl game, along with Hawkeye great Bobby Hansen. Jim Davies, our on-site producer and engineer. Hawkeyes down by 20 here, Bobby, as Philip Rebracha trying to lead the way right now, but unfortunately just picked up a technical foul. We'll see if Nebraska can take advantage of it.
Well, love the fire, no doubt about it. Philip's got all the points for the Hawkeyes here in the second half. He's got all 6 of them, but the Hawks have been outscored by the Cornhuskers 14-6 here at the start, and some technical free throws coming for Nebraska.
Rebracha with 8 points so far here in this game. The 20-point lead now for Nebraska. Nothing goes better with Hawkeye Sports than Wimmer's Meats. Wimmer's hot dogs and sausages deliver the home game experience to your family and friends. Wimmer's, official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Bandumel will shoot the free throws. It's Emmanuel Bandumel, 2 for 2 so far, and make that 3 for 3 on the night. And he'll get one more, 53-32. And the second one right through as well. 54-32, back to the largest lead of 22 points here for the Huskers, as the Cornhuskers will get the ball going the length of the floor now, right to left here in front of us. 15-20 and counting in the second half. Bandumel has it at halftime. A little pressure put onto the Hawks. Griesel has it over the timeline. It's Rebracha, Sanford, Connor McCaffrey, Josh Dix, and Chris Murray in there for the Hawks. 10 on the shot clock here for Griesel. Up top, Breidenbach. Inside, botting up Rebracha. Turnaround jump hook from way out top, and it goes in.
Kidding me?
56-32. Turned around left side.
Prayer.
Threw it up as the shot clock was dwindling down. That's the kind of night it's been for the Cornhuskers.
Yep, throw it up there, it's going in.
Dix now, right side of Murray. Right side, here's a 3 by Sanford. No good off the right side of the backboard, but Murray corrals the rebound. 5 on the shot clock. Inside, this is Sanford. Left side, Murray for a 3 at the shot clock buzzer. No good. And the ball is going to be off of Murray as he chased it down off his hands and out of bounds. Nebraska basketball, 14:22 to go, 56-32, largest lead of 24 now here for the Huskers. Pressure put on again, 1-2-2 style for the Hawks. Right side is Bandumel. He'll pass it over left side to Wilcher. Back up top to Griesel. Just inside the timeline on top of the Huskers logo at center court. Breidenbach, guarded by Rebracha. Now Griesel. Dribbles left-handed, hip-high dribble. Sends it out to Wilcher. Inside left corner. Back up top. Breidenbach inside, botting up by Rebracha. Little jump hook, crawls across the rim. And that's going to be a foul called, as on top of the back of Sanford was the Nebraska player, Juwan Gary. But he's going to get the foul called on Sanford.
Peyton was just fighting in there, trying to keep that athlete, that Gary, off the board. He couldn't do it and got caught for backing up on it.
Peyton Sanford picking up his second personal foul. Free throw is up and no good for Jaquan Gary. First time at the free throw line for Gary here in the ball game. As Jaquan Gary, 62% free throw shooter, 15 of 24 coming in. Second free throw up, no good, off the mark right side. Sanford tips it, and Rebracha controls the rebound. Now Peyton will bring it up. Hawks still trail by 24, 56-32, 13-40 and counting here in the ball game. Right side, Sanford, one-on-one against Wilcher. Now a bad pass goes off the official's leg, and thank you very much, Mr. Official. Saved it in bounds, and Dix got it back. Right side, under 10 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside. Rebracha got it to go, and one coming. Great look by Connor McCaffrey up top.
Yeah, it really was a good look with the clock winding down, too. Connor took a peek up at the shot clock and found Rebracha open at the front of the rim, and Phillip, just brute strength, got the shot to drop and the foul committed. He's got 10 with a free throw coming.
Looking for a three-point play as Derek Walker comes back in, playing with those 3 personal fouls here for Coach Hoiberg, the Iowa native, Ames High School grad in 1991. Iowa State standout player for the Cyclones, graduated in 95. No good on the free throw, rebounded by the Huskers, and back comes Nebraska with a 56-34 advantage. 13 minutes and counting here in the second half. Right side is Walker, bodied up by Rebraca. Ball got knocked away, and now this is going to be knocked out of bounds as a baseline of pass to Bandumel. Chris Murray was following him and got his fingernails in there and knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Nebraska basketball. Baseline inbounds underneath with 12 on the shot clock.
Stepped over
the line.
Casey.
As Casey Tamanaga, the 6'2 guard from Japan. Just a mental mistake there. And Hawkeyes basketball on a turnover. The 9th turnover on Nebraska. The Hawkeyes only have 5. Connor McCaffrey has it up top. Just under 13 to play. Right side is Rebraca, one-on-one. Now he kicks it out. Right side is Sanford. He drives, puts up a little floater in the lane. No good. Crawls over the edge of the backboard. Chris Murray fighting for the rebound. He gets it and snares it out of there. Gets it back up top to McCaffrey. Does Peyton Sanford. 12.5 to play. 10 on the shot clock. Connor guarded by Tamanaga. Little flare from the baseline, can't get to go. It was all but in and crawled out at the last second.
Nothing will drop for the Hawks.
Bandumel.
Tough luck, Peyton.
That was halfway in and popped out the last second. Right side, here's a three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Jawan Gary. Inside, goes off the hands of Sanford. Now he lands in pain with that right arm, and here's a dunk. Slammed down by Bandumel, and Peyton Sanford is in some pain back on the other side.
Shoulder.
Brad Floyd, the athletic trainer, out right away, assisting to Peyton. Coach McCaffrey out, tending to his young man as well. 58-34 now after the slam down by Bandumel. 12:05 to go here in the second half, and we will take a timeout on the floor. Hawks trail 58-34. Designed and crafted with exceptional attention to detail, Authentic brand is our choice for Hawkeye Game Day apparel. Shop their exclusive selection at AuthenticBrand.com, where shipping is free. Make Authentic Brand your gear and choice, like Bobby and I do. 58-34, 12:05 to go in the second half. Hawkeyes trailing. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering any phone, any brand, any storage for free for everyone, new and current customers. Plus, our price protection guarantee means your rates won't go up. Because locally grown connection is the gift that keeps on giving. Visit us in-store or online to get any phone, any brand, any storage free today. U.S. Cellular, locally grown connection. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
If you thought starting a business took courage, imagine starting over after a fire, damaging storms, or a cyber attack. When disaster strikes, business owners count on EMC for fast, experienced claim service. Our countrywide network of local offices ensures we're always ready to answer the call, investigate every claim, explain what's covered, and process payments as quickly as possible. Count on getting back to business when you count on EMC.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Back in the Pinnacle Bank Arena here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cornhuskers have a 58-34 lead over the Hawkeyes. It's Hawkeye men's basketball presented by Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Coach McCaffrey, Bobby, talked about how much improved this Nebraska team was as they defend well this year, and we're seeing that here tonight. Hawks are struggling getting much going offensively.
Boy, you can't get anything going in either half here, and you got to get Chris Murray involved here. He had 13 points at halftime. He had, taken a shot here in the second half. It's only been Philip Rebraca, who had 2 points at halftime. He's got 10 now, so Phillip had 8 points, all 8 Hawkeye points here. The Hawkeyes have been outscored 20-8 to start the second half. But again, you got to stay together. These are difficult times right now for the Hawkeyes, and you got to find a way to score with the clock stopped. And that means attacking the basket, get to the free throw line, and drive, kick out. Maybe the threes will start dropping.
58-34, Hawks trailing. Defensively, what can they do here is Nebraska getting some fast break transition points. Just saw the latest dunk. What else are you seeing that the Hawks maybe could do defensively?
Now you're going to have to sell out, get some pressure going, try to get some steals, get some quick baskets scored here. Time running down here inside 12.
58-34. McCaffrey has it right side. Now Patrick, now Rebraca inside. Kicks it back out. Connor, 12 on the shot clock. Takes a three, no good. Vandemel gets the rebound. That's going to be a contact foul called on Connor. He tried to let up, but ran into Vandemel, and then he lost the ball. They're going to call that one about every time. As the ball got knocked away, it'll be Nebraska basketball. 11:44 to go here in the game. 58-34, largest lead. What it is now. 24 points here for the Cornhuskers. 0-2 in Big Ten play coming in here tonight. Their 14th game overall at 7-6. Hawkeyes 13th game at 8-4. 0-1 in the Big Ten. There's a three, no good. Missed. Pinball around. Patrick McCaffrey almost came up with it. Now it's knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay Hawkeye basketball. Vandemel knocked it out last. And Hawks ball. Murray, McCaffrey, Rebraca, and Dix on the floor. Now the officials are conferring on what should be on the shot clock here. 11:26 on the game clock. Right now there's 24 on the shot clock, and they're going to go to the monitor and look what it should be.
Well, the shot was missed. Looking at the stat run here, the shot was missed by Nebraska at 11:29, and then the scramble for the loose ball. So
they actually put the game clock back to 11:29. The shot clock to 27. Here we go. Connor McCaffrey up top with it. Left-handed knee-high dribble, right side to Dix. Josh sends it right side. McCaffrey inside the right wing. Looking for Rebraca, but he is covered up by Walker. Now a little dump down. Nice pass. Rebraca tried to reverse layup. Got it. With contact in the air. Right hand on the left side. Philip Rebraca continuing his offensive prowess. He's got 12.
10 of them the second half. The only Hawkeye to score in 9 minutes of action here in the second half.
That's got to change if the Hawkeyes are going to get back into it here. Grace still stuck on the baseline. Rebraca has him. Coach Hoiberg was going to call a timeout to bail him out, but they played through it. Tamanaga for a three. No good. Bounces out the backside. Almost on the on-foul call there, but nothing called on Gary as Murray got the rebound. Patrick McCaffrey inside. No good off the backside. Rebounded by Nebraska. 10.5 to go. The 22-point lead still here for the Cornhuskers. Vandemel, left side extended. Left wing, guarded by Murray, trying to fight through a screen. Nice pass, but it was a low pass, I should say. Walker couldn't corral it. Good idea up top. The Hawks knock it away and take it away. Murray now. Hesitation dribble. Fade away. Baseline jumper. No good. Off the backside. Rebraca fighting for the rebound. Can't corral it. And Nebraska does in the form of Juwan Gary. 10 minutes and counting. Here in the second half. 58-36, the 22-point lead. Here for Nebraska. Tamanaga for a three. That's no good. Off the mark left side. McCaffrey up ahead to his brother Connor. They can keep shooting him as long as they keep missing him. That will help the Hawkeyes out. 20 on the shot clock. 9:40 counting here on the game clock. Patrick has it up top. Left elbow. Vandemel. Can't get loose. Left side. Connor McCaffrey. In your face suffocating defense here by Nebraska. 5 seconds on the shot clock. McCaffrey dribbling in. Takes a shot. No good. Griesel with the rebound. Back from the Cornhuskers. Griesel over the timeline. Gets it to Walker. The handoff to Gary. Now left side. Vandemel inside Walker. That's going to be an offensive foul. Good position there by Rebraca. Just a little dip of the shoulder there. Walker with the contact. His 4th personal foul. The Hawkeyes down 58-36 with 9:12 to go.
Fran's going to go small. We got Ulis in along with Desante Bowen, Tony Perkins, Chris, and Connor.
Well, perspiration being wiped up on the floor underneath the Cornhuskers basket. Hawks will get it coming left to right, the length of the floor. 58-36, they trail. Trying to cut in this lead, get things going offensively. 9 minutes to go in the game. Connor McCaffrey has it, left side. All the way in, putting it up off the glass, and got it to trickle on down. Connor McCaffrey adding 2 points. That's 5 on the night. Now Griesel being harassed by Desante Bowen. A little pressure put on the backcourt. Griesel now, right side of Wiltshire. Vandumel, right corner, dribbles it out, gets it back up top. Griesel has it, guarded by Connor. 20-point lead for the Huskers. 8.5 to go. Left side, Wiltshire twisting, turning, fading. Got it blocked away by Chris Murray. Now Murray trying to send it off of Wiltshire's leg, but it didn't make contact. It'll go off of Chris, and it'll be baseline inbounds underneath for the Huskers with 3.7 on the shot clock, 8:30 on the game clock, 58-38 Nebraska. Baseline inbounds, Griesel up top. Here's a long distance 3 ball, hits the glass, but a rebound from his knees, throwing it up. And the shot clock violation, Breidenbach. That's kind of the shot that we would see fall here tonight. I'm surprised it didn't go in.
Yeah, went the Hawks' way, though. Hustling there as Breidenbach got on the floor, but threw up an air ball, and the Hawks need a score right here.
8:15 and counting. Perkins has it up top. Wiltshire guarding him behind the back dribble. Tony now bounce pass right side. Ulis. Right corner, it's Chris. Thigh-high dribble to the right wing. Now gives it up to Tony. Tony under 8 in the shot clock. This is going to be a jump ball. Little contact there, but on a reach-in, jump ball call to be baseline underneath. This to be Hawkeye basketball. 7 on the shot clock. 8:02 on the game clock. Ulis will trigger the inbounds. Bowen, Perkins, Connor McCaffrey, Chris Murray also in there. Ulis gets it in. Bowen back to Murray. Left side. Connor, a deep 3 with 3 on the shot clock. Hits the bottom of the net and goes out of bounds. Under 8 to play. Immediate timeout on the floor. Hawks trail 58-38. Visit your local Iowa Lottery retailer for some holiday scratch tickets today. Then enter your non-winners in the VIP club for a chance to win big cash prizes up to $100,000. Visit IALottery.com for details. We're taking a timeout. Hawks down by 20. 7:54 to go here in the second half. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month per line. Even just one line. Because the only way to make the greatest gift of all even greater is not having to add more lines than you need to get it. Visit us in-store or online to get one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data today. U.S. Cellular. Locally grown connection. Limited time offer. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Some companies are very standoffish or very afraid to get directly involved with the repair process. So we will physically take our phone, call the guy we know that can do it, and say, hey, I'm standing at this address. I need somebody to come over here and pull this limb out of this house. A lot of companies won't do that.
A West Bend claims representative on handling a claim.
And we bring that sense with us that we can fix it. That's the biggest thing we do for them.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
We'd like to think the Machine Shed represents the best of the Midwest, a celebration of American comfort food, the heart of America. From scratch cooking, our homemade soups, for example, our pies, our Big Apple dumplings, or stuffed Iowa pork chops. In an era of easier cooking, we're always trying to figure out how to make it even better. All the best of the Midwest. That's what the Machine Shed's all about.
The Iowa Machine Shed, I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale, and I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
We're at Pinnacle Bank Arena here courtside, Lincoln, Nebraska. John Swisher, Bobby Hansen. Glad to have you along. We're not able to describe a better story for you here tonight. Hawkeyes trail by 20, 7:54 to go in the second half of play. And the not-so-good shooting continues for the Hawkeyes here in the second half, Bobby.
Second half shooting for the Hawkeyes, 6 of 21, 29%. They are 0 for 6 from deep and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So just nothing going the Hawkeye way at 24% on the game. Three-point shooting, 6 of 25. But this final 8 minutes here, you got to have a flurry of three-point field goals and a whole bunch of stops in a row to get back in this game.
Starting to run out of time. Griesel back to Breidenbach. Pressure put on. They're able to throw it over. Now there's a dangerous pass, but Gary skies for it and gets it right in front of the Nebraska's sideline. Vandemel has it up top, guarded by Tony Perkins. It's Perkins, Connor McCaffrey, Chris Murray, DeSante Bowen, Aaron Eulis, the 5 for the Hawks. 7.5 to play in the second half. 10 on the shot clock for Vandemel and Nebraska. 5 on the shot clock. Connor knocked it away. Now a deep 2, no good. But left side rebound by Breidenbach. Vandemel gets it back, right wing, and they'll reset it. Breidenbach up top with it. 10 on the shot clock again. Wilcher has it. Right side of Vandemel. 5 on the shot clock. Inside to Breidenbach. Left side. Griesel, long distance 3. No good off the backside. Pinball around as it touched the rim. Diving effort. And Nebraska able to get it back.
Wow.
As Gary crashed on the floor, tipped it away as it was going out of bounds. Nebraska coming away with it. Under 10 on the shot clock. Griesel drives. Turnaround dribble into a defender, knocked away. Right side from the floor pass. Gary, no good. Another ball rebounded off a near shot clock violation and a foul called on the Hawkeyes.
Just outmanned right now, outsized. The Hawks have nobody to match up with the size of Nebraska. They're just climbing over the top of you. They're trying to box out. Got to get Phillip back in there.
Phillip Obrochek coming in. Tony Perkins exiting. 6:39 to go. 20 on the shot clock. 58-38, Hawks trailing by 20. Left side is Griesel. Right side, right corner. Wilcher for a 3. No good. Bounces out backside. Rebounded by Eulis. Aaron pushing it ahead. Driving. Left side. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Obrochek putting it up. That's no good as he tried to tip it up. Nebraska comes away with a rebound. Vandemel over the timeline. Griesel has it up top. He's harassed by DeSante Bowen. Breidenbach up top. Obrochek lays off. Vandemel now over to Wilcher. 12 on the shot clock. Obrochek picks him up. Now Chris Murray on Breidenbach. He knocks it away. 5 on the shot clock. Griesel in trouble. Breidenbach going into Obrochek. Right-handed jump hook high off the window. Airballs it. And Eulis comes back with it. Another near shot clock violation. Hawks come up with it. Now inside. McCaffrey puts it up. Fires a pass to Murray. Chris inside. Near travel. Able to put it up and good. The Nebraska faithful wanted to walk there. No can do. 58-40. 18-point lead. This one's going to be near out of bounds. And what are they going to call here?
The Hawkeye basketball.
Got some perspiration on the floor. They called Nebraska out of bounds right near in front of us.
And the first basket for Chris Murray in the second half comes at the 5:30 mark.
15 points on the night for Chris. First game after missing 4. 5.5 to go in this game. 20 on the shot clock. Murray getting it inbounded to Obrochek. Up top to Chris. Deep 3. No good. Airballs it. And Nebraska basketball.
Now you've seen the body language. The Hawks starting to drop their heads and starting to lose their energy.
Just can't build any momentum now. Nebraska has had the answers here tonight and have made the plays. 58-40, 5:25 to go in the ball game. More perspiration on the floor in that spot near the baseline before they let Nebraska inbound it here. It's Eulis, Bowen, Murray, Obrochek, and Connor McCaffrey on the floor for the Hawks. This is Wilcher, now Griesel. Guarded by Murray. Griesel right side. Right elbow. Breidenbach back out top to Griesel. 5:10 and counting. Breidenbach, 12 on the shot clock. Gary has it now, hands it off to Bandumel. Just running time here, trying to take care of the ball. 6 on the shot clock, shake and bake all the way in. Pass Murray off the window, and good. Bandumel adds to his point total. He's got 10. That's a 60-40, 20-point lead again.
He's been the difference in this game.
Fires a pass. Nice look. Connor inside, left side. Murray, left hand on off the glass, and good. Chris Murray gets 17 points now. It's 60-42. 18-point lead again. 4.5 to go. Griesel up top, guarded by Ulis. Driving in all the way. Puts up the floater. No good. Rebounded by Rebracha. Hawks come back the other way. Rebracha up top. Gets it to Murray. Right side to Connor. McCaffrey puts it on the deck. Drives to the top of the key. Now inside, right block. Double team, looking for help. He sends it left side to Bowen. Now he drives in. There's going to be a blocking foul called.
We'll take it.
Yes, indeed. Bowen driving in. Breidenbach going to get called for the foul, as he must have been in too much of that half circle. As Bowen will be on the line to shoot. Breidenbach picking up his 4th personal foul. 4:05 to go. Bowen on the line for the first time here in the game, looking for his first points. Asante up, rattles around, and goes on down. Asante Bowen, a 71% free throw shooter, 15 of 21 coming in. Walker comes back in for Breidenbach. Bowen with one more. 60-43. 4:05 to go. Second one up, no good. Off the mark, right side. Walker gets the basketball. Griesel against Bowen. And the man-on-man pressure. Griesel left side. Jasante bodying him up. 15 on the shot clock. Out near the timeline. Griesel sends it to Walker. Rebracha right on him. Bandumel up top, between the legs dribble. 6 on the shot clock. Now he races left wing. Shake and bake. Nice crossover move. No good off the right side. Rebracha with the board.
It's 12.
Sends it to McCaffrey. Connor has it. Nice pass. DeSante gets a handle of it. Puts it up, but Griesel blocked it away. Inside Rebracha. Off the glass and good. Philip Rebracha. Another basket. 14 on the night for Rebracha. 15-point lead now for Nebraska. You'd like to have more time on that clock as it's dwindling down to 3 minutes and counting. Up top is Bandumel. Now Walker, right side, 10 on the shot clock. Wilcher on the baseline drive, and too much contact on Bowen. And we'll have our media timeout as the foul called on Bowen. That'll be his first. Team foul number 7. 60-45, 2:59 to go here in the second half. The 15-point Cornhusker advantage. The Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series celebrates our student athletes and our state's corn farmers. Just like the Hawkeyes work hard all year, so do Iowa's corn farmers, growing a crop used in over 4,000 products. That's a win for all Iowans. Hawks trail by 15, 2:59 to go in the game. We're back after this. Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you buy your own health insurance, you deserve a doctor who's your biggest champion and coverage you can be confident in. And with new Wellmark health insurance plans featuring Unity Point Health, that's what you can expect. These plans help you build a relationship with your Unity Point Health primary care providers and network partners, starting with free preventive and virtual care, plus low copays for primary care with a doctor who always has your back. Connect with an agent to help you enroll at wellmark.com/UPH.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
The Hawkeyes, 2:59 to go here in this ball game. They trail by 15, 60-45. And the shooting, unfortunately, Bobby, we haven't seen anything like this in a long time, and it's continuing to not go well.
That started in the second half of that last game in Iowa City, and it's carried over here into this game as the Hawkeyes. Oh, let me take a look here. Find the Hawkeyes shooting for the game. They're 25%. 17 of 67, but I'm looking at the starters. Aaron Eulis 0 for 4, Tony Perkins 0 for 5, Patrick McCaffrey 1 for 8.
As C.J. Wilcher shooting. First time at the line, he knocks down his first one. The bonus 1 and 1 is the 7th team foul for the Hawks. It's 61-45 now, just under 3 minutes to play. Wilcher the second one up and right through. Hawks trail by 17 again, 62-45. Bowen has it, right wing. Left-handed, right-handed between the legs. McCaffrey, right side. Inside of Rebraca. Rebraca looking for help. Sends it to Patrick left side. Patrick drives. Baseline jumper. It's swatted out of there by Juwan Gary with 11 on the shot clock. Baseline inbounds underneath. 2:41 to go here in this ball game.
They are a much better defensive team than they have been in the past with the addition of this kid, Bandamel and Gary, Juwan Gary.
They've added some athletes, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's Dix up top. Inside. Rebraca goes up strong. Got it to go. Philip Rebraca, 16 points now on the night. As Griesel trying to get it inbounded. Gets it to Bandamel. Back to Griesel. He'll race to the timeline and pass Josh Dix. Now pull it back out just inside the half-court stripe as Bowen comes back to get him. 2:15 and counting. Left side with it is Griesel. Drives left elbow. Backing up into Bowen. Nice pass underneath the basket. Wide open was Walker. He puts it up and in. Griesel. What an addition for him offensively, too.
And a good one.
1:50 and counting. Hawks trailing 64-47. McCaffrey with the three right wing. No good. Too hard at the back of the rim. Skying for the board is Juwan Gary. And Nebraska will come back with it. Largest lead, 24. 64-47 right now. As Nebraska trying to play keep away and melt this clock away. 1:25 and counting, under 10 on the shot clock. Griesel. Left side tipped away by hustling Connor McCaffrey before Gary could get to it. Knocked out of bounds at 3.9 of the shot clock. 1:19 on the game clock. 64-47 Huskers. Bowen guarding the inbounder. Bandumel. Inside, putting it up. Walker knocked away, gets it back, puts it up, no good. Trickles off the rim. Getting the rebound is Gary. Ooh. And now Connor McCaffrey going to foul Griesel here up top. And he'll send Sam Griesel to the free throw line. Hawkeyes holding this lead on the all-time series. Will now be 24-14. Since 1907, they hadn't met since 1976 before Nebraska joined the Big Ten in 2011. The Hawks coming in had won 12 of 18 meetings. 12 of 19 after tonight. Nebraska holding 11-7 edge over Iowa in games played here in Lincoln. It's Iowa's 7th visit to Pinnacle Bank Arena, and it's not ending well here tonight as they trail 64-47 with 1:08 to go. Griesel on the line. It's up, and it's good. He'll have one more. Sam Griesel, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 11 points on the night. for the graduate senior from Lincoln. Played 4 years at North Dakota State. He comes out now after drilling the second one. 65-47. The advantage here for the Huskers. A minute to play. Up top, Perkins right side. Carter Kingsbury in there along with Dix, Sanford, Bowen, and Perkins. 55 seconds and counting. Substitution in there. Jeffrey Grace the third. Also Oleg Kojenets back in. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Sam Hoiberg, the 6-foot guard from Lincoln, Nebraska, the redshirt freshman, son of Coach Hoiberg. Went to Pius X High School. Here's a jumper from the baseline. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Hoiberg. Hoiberg, 6-foot redshirt freshman, 180-pounder. Has the basketball. Knocked away by Tony Perkins. He'll get it back over the timeline. 29 on the shot clock. Driving in. Hoiberg dishes out right side. Marquez Lawrence. Here's a three. Hoiberg air ball. Rebounded, though, by the big fella, Kojenets. Now it's knocked away. Bowen comes up with it. Up ahead. Sanford trying to stuff it one-handed. Dawson knocked it away. Ball is thrown the length of the court and out of bounds.
What an athletic play that was.
Wow.
Met him at the top.
A one-handed stuffer coming from Peyton, but Denham Dawson said no thanks. 3 seconds to go. Perkins with the three at the buzzer. And the final will be 65-50. Hawkeyes fall by 15 on the road. A tough road opener in Big Ten play here tonight as the Hawkeyes fall 66-50, the accurate final score. Our postgame coming up. You can join Coach McCaffrey for his weekly radio show at the Hyatt Regency Hotel and Conference Center in the Iowa River Landing in Coralville. Next show will be Monday, January 2nd, 7 to 8:30 with Dolph, Bobby, and Coach McCaffrey. Hawkeye basketball brought to you by the great Central Midwest Honda dealers across the state like Billion Honda in Iowa City, Frank Giuliano, Levi Walker, and Tyler Walker at Billion Honda. Hawkeyes lose to the Cornhuskers 66-50. The record drops to 8-5. Cornhuskers move to 8-6. Postgame coming up. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Iowa basketball. When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
This has been the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield second half on the Hawkeye Sports Network. Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Mid-American Energy. Save energy, save money. Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for energy-saving tips. Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. And by Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
People say you should see the ball drop at Times Square at least one time, but being there for New Year's Eve and winning $1 million live on national television? How's that for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? With the Iowa Lottery's Powerball First Millionaire of the Year, you and a guest could appear on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. One lucky winner will win $1 million just after midnight. Enter your Powerball tickets and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. Thank you for your service to our country. We're a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join us in thanking all who have served our country. Their dedication allows us to enjoy the freedom and liberty we have today. At American Equity, our mission is to deliver financial dignity to our customers when they retire. To learn more about our company, please visit our website at american-equity.com.
You're not selling a product, you're selling a promise. When we're subject to horrible winters, hailstorms, windstorms, you learn quick that you really are selling a promise, not just collecting a premium.
An independent insurance agent on doing the right thing.
West Bend's the one company that I would feel confident calling the president of the company. I know he'd pick up the phone and we'd have a conversation.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
Get a Hy-Vee Plus Premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. For a limited time, get $50 off an annual Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG. That's right, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by West Bend, the Silver Lining, Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. Shields, right there with you. U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. This is the U.S. Cellular postgame show.
Post-game show brought to you by U.S. Cellular, bringing locally grown connections all season long with any phone free for new and current customers. That's right, any phone for free. We are back in to Pinnacle Bank Arena. John Swisher, Bobby Hansen with you as the Hawkeyes fall here tonight. Final score 66-50. Just could never find an answer, and Nebraska always had one. Couldn't get the offense going and couldn't stop Nebraska enough tonight. A team that coming in averaging 68 points a game. They were 2 points below their average, but the Hawkeyes well below their average, 84 points. First in the Big Ten, top 20 nationally, only 50 points. They improved that defensive average, did Nebraska tonight, allowing 66 coming in, ninth in the Big Ten. They really upped that, and Hawkeyes just couldn't find an answer.
You know, I got a three-point basket by Patrick to start the game. It was 3-0, and then Walker went to work inside, Derek Walker. And then what I said, the keys to the game is you don't want to play from behind here in this hostile environment. Hawkeyes got down 20 there in the first half. They battled. Halftime, you got to within 12 points, but then second half couldn't get any offense going. So just hats off to Nebraska. Their defense is much improved. The transfers that they've added in have been key components to this basketball team. And, the 50 points the Hawkeyes scored. This is a team that's built around offense, averaging, 80-plus points a game. And tonight just couldn't get anything going. Chris Murray was going to be our player of the game. He had 17. But look at the positive thing. Philip Abracha, 16 points, 13 rebounds. After that, really just a lot of soul-searching probably going on in that locker room right now.
Continuing to find ways to get better besides having offensive shots go down. What else? What else is it?
Well, you got to get the backcourt going. You got to Perkins and Ulis. Those guys have got to get some production. I don't know if they're injured or what the deal is. Just getting D'd up. But look at the stats for those guys. Aaron Ulis 0 for 4. Tony Perkins hit a basket there at the end of the game, 1 for 6. And Patrick, he couldn't get anything going. He was D'd up by Bandamel in there. Patrick just 1 for 9. I mean, we're counting on him to be a 15, 17-point scorer.
Indeed, Hawkeyes fall 66-50. We'll talk more about it and continue on in the U.S. Cellular postgame show when we continue on after this. First, we'll take a station ID. Recognize those great stations, 55 stations strong across the Hawkeye Radio Network. You're listening to Hawkeye Men's Basketball.
Basketball on 1040 WHO is presented by Bud & Mary's. Formerly Med Farm, Bud & Mary's is the same locally grown, family-owned and operated company, providing the largest selection of cannabis and full THC products in Iowa.
At DePaco Credit Union, members are better together through Thank Yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash for saving, borrowing, and planning. This year, participating DePaco members shared nearly $3.7 million. Since 2016, members have shared nearly $24.4 million in Thank Yous. Be part of the movement. Join the local financial cooperative where members are owners. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
This is Gary Dolphin. Lennox has been building furnaces and air conditioners here in Iowa since 1895. And Lennox dealers have been selling and installing these high-efficiency Lennox products for just as long. When you call 72 Degrees Comfort Company in Ankeny and the Des Moines metro area, you know you're calling one of the best names in the indoor comfort business. Dave Lennox knows that when you turn to 72 degrees, your home will be exceptionally comfortable. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and 72 degrees. Lennox, 72 degrees, and the Hawkeyes. That's a winning combination.
What are you craving? The Wig and Pin in Ankeny across from DMAC is proud to be the home of the famous Flying Tomato Pizza. The Wig has all your favorites, including thin crust and Chicago-style pizza, appetizers, lots of sandwiches, pints of beer, plus a full bar. And this family-friendly local favorite is hiring. All ages are encouraged to apply from 15 to 115. Flexible hours and a fun environment? Call or just come on in. The Wig and Pin in Ankeny. What are you craving?
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
U.S. Cellular postgame show continuing on here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. John Swisher back with you. Hawkeyes fall tonight, tough one, 66-50, as the Cornhuskers improve to 8-6 overall, 1-2 now in Big Ten play. At home, they're 6-1. The Hawkeyes on the road drop to 1-1, 8-5 overall, and now 0-2 in the Big Ten Conference in their road opener here in the Big Ten tonight, falling by 16 to Nebraska, 66-50. We did not have any plays under review tonight. Had one clock review, and all of those plays under review brought to you by Athletico. Physical therapy is the thing you are told to do after medication, x-rays, or surgery, but what if the best way to fix your pain is to start where you normally finish? The sooner you start with physical therapy, you change everything. It all starts with no prescription needed at Athletico. As we will take a look at some numbers here, waiting to hear from our Old Dominion player of the game, Chris Murray, coming back after 4 games off with that leg injury. And Chris Murray is our Old Dominion player of the game. We'll hear from him shortly. As we take a look at some other numbers here in this one, shooting-wise, the theme continued in that second half. We talked about how tough it was shooting-wise for the Hawks in the first half. 26% shooting on the night for the Hawks, 41% for Nebraska. The Hawks were 19 of 73 from the field. 25% from three-point range, 7 of 28. Free throws, 68%, 5 of 8. As the Hawks had 6 turnovers, 40 rebounds, out-rebounded 54-40. As Nebraska, 36% from three-point line tonight, as they were 8 of 22. As out-rebounding, out-shooting the Hawkeyes, and it got them the 16-point win. We'll take a look at more stats when we come back. As the Hawkeyes fall 66-50. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, offering expertly crafted and incredibly comfortable Hawkeye gear, Authentic Brand Apparel has me looking my best on game day and every day. Shop the premium selection of outerwear, hoodies, hats, and more at authentic-brand.com. Save 15% instantly with coupon code Hawkeye Radio. That's all one word, Hawkeye Radio at authentic-brand.com.
MedFarm has a new name. It's Bud & Mary's, a tribute to the founders of their third-generation family business, Bud & Mary. Family-owned, family-operated right here in Iowa. Bud & Mary's was founded through plant science and medical cannabis research that delivers high-quality products that are approved by the Iowa Department of Public Health and tested at the University of Iowa. Explore brands including Batch, Alleviar, and Become. Visit budmary.com.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
What they want is the silver lining, and they want a promise kept. When something really bad happens, that's when, you absolutely present a West Bend versus maybe another carrier.
An independent insurance agent describes the silver lining.
What I'd want you to know about West Bend is that you have a partner, and you have a partner that cares, that's built on strong values, and in the event that something does happen, you have a promise that will be kept.
West Bend, the worst brings out our best. Visit thesilverlining.com to find out more.
John Swisher back with you. Courtside. Here in Lincoln, Nebraska, Hawkeyes fall tonight 66-50 to the Cornhuskers. As we continue on with our postgame stats report brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings and shop online at Hy-Vee Deals. Hawkeyes losing by 16 on the road tonight in the Big Ten road opener. As we take a look at some other numbers here, the Latham Seeds charity stripe recap. As we see how the Hawkeyes and the Cornhuskers did. 5 of 8 for the Hawks, 63%. Nebraska was 10 of 14 for 71%. Your charity stripe update brought to you by Latham High-Tech Seeds. Just like the Hawkeyes' diverse talents, no seed company has more trait and genetic diversity than Latham High-Tech Seeds. Thank you to Latham Seeds for supporting Hawkeye basketball and the American Cancer Society through the Hawkeye Charity Stripe promotion all season long. Contractors, you're busier than ever, but you've got this with high-quality building materials from Spahn & Rose, like GAF Roofing. Use the Spahn & Rose Visualizer to plan the perfect roof and blend an architectural look with exceptional performance. GAF, we protect what matters the most. With several Spahn & Rose locations, you can focus on life's other important things. Spahn & Rose, buy easier, build better. As points in the paint tonight, both teams had exactly 24. Time for our best in the game, our play of the game, brought to you by Old Dominion. As brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Chris Murray joins us now. 36 minutes played, 17 points, 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks, and 1 steal. Great to get back out there after 4 games, but frustrating, I know, not the way you wanted to, but early on, how did it feel to get back out there?
Yeah, I think I just need to find my rhythm a little bit. Being out a couple weeks kind of takes you out of it. So
kind of work through that during the game, and just going to be ready to play these next couple too.
What is it the most early on in a game when you miss some time like that, physically, mentally, to get back into things?
I think it's just all an adjustment, offensively and defensively. It's just slowing the game down for me. I kind of rushed a few things early on. Kind of took me a little bit to get my rhythm late in the first half. So just be patient with it, and I know I'll find it eventually.
A tough night from the field for the Hawks here offensively. What was it in particular, besides the shots not dropping, what was it in particular that Nebraska was doing that made it so tough?
Yeah, I think we got our looks early on, open looks that just didn't fall for us, and we can't let that hinder what we do on the defensive end and give them easy baskets. I think that's what we did. They jumped us early, and we fought back, but gave them a couple open looks that need to be contested, and turn defense into offense to get back in that type of game.
Much improved team from a year ago. Nebraska, as they come back and get this win in the 4-game win streak for the Hawkeyes. Only 3 guys returning from last year's team. What else impressed you about them here tonight?
They just play together as a team. You can definitely tell their chemistry is really good. They play off each other really well. This environment, too, is amazing for them and the sport that they have. So I think this team has potential to be really good. You saw they almost beat Purdue at home. So, I mean, they're going to get better as the year goes on.
Hawks will see him down the road inside Carver. So try to turn the tables on them. You got to flush this one and move on. As you know, being through the grind here, Big Ten basketball, you can't worry about it. Learn from it. Take stuff from it, improve, and move on. But quick turnaround with the late-night trip home, getting ready Friday and Saturday, and then off on Saturday afternoon to Penn State for the Sunday afternoon tilt.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Big Ten. Every game's tough. So just learn from this game, just get back after, because we know we don't have a lot of wiggle room. So we just got to play loose, play confident. Get back to what Iowa basketball is and how we can play and how we know we can play.
No doubt. All right, great to see you back on the floor tonight. Best of luck as you continue on. Thanks.
Yeah.
Chris Murray, our Old Dominion player of the game here tonight as the Hawkeyes fall 66-50. Nebraska gets the win as we will take another timeout. More of the U.S. Cellular postgame show rolls on after this. Hawkeyes fall by 16 in Lincoln. Back after this, Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
Basketball on 1040 WHO is presented by Bud & Mary's. There's no THC cap on Iowa medical cannabis, and getting a card is fast and easy with online doctors. Get your med card today. Visit budmary.com.
Draft Day Sports Lounge is the ultimate place to watch the game, have some fun, and show off your golfing skills with Top Golf Swing Suite. Top Golf Swing Suite in Draft Day delivers a one-of-a-kind simulation that's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. Pair that with Draft Day's live sports viewing, local craft beers, and delicious menu, and you have a winning pair. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge and Top Golf Swing Suite, just minutes south of Iowa City.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game. Thank you for your service to our country. We're a proud sponsor of the ongoing recognition of our military during Hawkeye games this season. Please join us in thanking all who have served our country. Their dedication allows us to enjoy the freedom and liberty we have today. At American Equity, our mission is to deliver financial dignity to our customers when they retire. To learn more about our company, please visit our website at american-equity.com.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Iowa Hawkeye basketball on 1040 WHO is brought to you by Case IH, West Bend Mutual, Better Business Bureau, Lennox Heating and Cooling, American Equity, Burger Shed, Tournament Club of Iowa, Machine Shed, Dupaco Community Credit Union. Show your support to our local Iowa radio business partners and support those who support the Hawkeyes.
Back into Pinnacle Bank Arena here downtown Lincoln, Nebraska. Hawkeyes fall 66-50 as the Hawks are now 0-2 in the Big Ten Conference. Nebraska improving on with a 1-2 mark. They Cornhuskers in that 4-game losing streak as the series now sits at 24-14 all time since 1907. As 11-7 edge now for Nebraska. Games played here in Lincoln. It was the 7th visit to Pinnacle Bank Arena since it opened 10 seasons ago in 2013 as the Hawks fall 66-50. Time to take a check of the player that heated up the nets, presented by the Lennox Dealers of Iowa. Philip Rebraca played 32 minutes tonight. He scored 16 points, second on the team in scoring for the Hawks, as he was 8 of 16 for Philip Rebraca. As heating up the nets, presented by Lennox and those great Lennox dealers across the state of Iowa. Cherokee, in Cherokee, Denny's Service, Vic's Heating, Plumbing, and Vent Incorporated in Decorah, 72 Degrees Comfort Company in Des Moines, Tark's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Iowa Falls, and Mechanical Air Systems Company in Mason City. Philip Rebraca, our player who heated up the nets, presented by Lennox. We'll hear from Coach Fran McCaffrey and Bobby Hansen coming up here shortly before we wrap up the post-game show. As right now, we will take another timeout, come back and take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard here on this Thursday night. Hawkeyes fall 66-50. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
How do you use your energy? Cheering on your team under the lights? Making a special meal for the MVPs in your life? At Alliant Energy, we know it's about more than just energy. It's about what that energy powers us all to do together. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Businesses like yours count on EMC insurance companies for protection with the standard coverage they need. But EMC agents go further, tailoring coverages with the specialized products and services every unique company requires, including yours. EMC has insurance solutions for nearly 500 types of businesses. So whatever your specialty is, count on EMC to protect it. Visit EMCINS.com to find your local agent.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. It's within walking distance to Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as some great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of the Hawk Talk with Fran McCaffrey radio show. Come find your place at Hyatt Regency, where we care for people so they can be their best.
Join WMT's 27th Alaska in August. Begin with a 7-night land tour into the heart of Alaska. Then a 7-night cruise through the Inside Passage. Visit Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited website, duagency.com for a brochure.
U.S. Cellular postgame show continues on this Thursday night. Hawkeyes fall to close out 2022 in their second Big Ten game as the Hawkeyes lose to the Huskers here tonight, 66-50. It's time to hear from the head Hawk. Our John Deere postgame interview, as always, with Coach McCaffrey, brought to you by great John Deere dealers like Sinclair Tractor in Muscatine. As let's hear from Bobby Hansen and Coach McCaffrey.
Coach, frustrating night all around for the Hawkeyes and Hawkeye fans. Can you put it into words, I guess, the frustration that you guys feel on the sideline?
You know what, Bobby, I've never coached a team that took 73 shots, got 17 offensive rebounds, only turned it over 6 times, and could only muster 50 points. I mean, you take Phillip and Chris out, we're 5 for 42. We got good shooters, driving and kicking, taking good shots, but we got guys struggling right now to make a basket. And I'm not just talking about threes, I'm talking about twos, runners, short layups. So I feel bad for the guys. They're clearly frustrated, but it's hard to win when 7 of your key guys are going 5 for 42.
Yeah, and one of my questions was backcourt, Ulis and Perkins, and they just couldn't get anything to drop tonight. What do you tell those guys moving forward? Like, we need you. We got to get some production.
They know that, and we weren't productive in the last game either. I thought Connor played really well. He didn't shoot it well like everybody else, but he was tremendous with his physical intensity defensively, his awareness, his ball movement. He was able to break the defense down. We had that one stretch in the second half where we had 9 straight stops and couldn't really make a run. I think we cut it from like 24 to 15. I think it's a good group of kids. They'll keep grinding, and we'll get them ready for the next one.
Yeah, and Coach, and Philip Abracha, let's talk about him a little bit. He just was banging, taking physical contact all night long, and the kid never quits. He just love watching him play.
Well, there's no question he was the star of the game for us. 16 and 13. He misses 1 shot in the second half. He's got 2 assists. He was just tremendous. Defensively, he was really good. He's guarding Walker, one of the best players in our league. He only had 10. You just can't say enough. I can't say enough about Philip Abracha right now.
And Coach, let's just mention Josh Dix. He comes home from Council Bluffs. He came in and had a few good plays in there. So just something to build on for Josh.
Josh was great. You look at his plus minus. He was right at 0. He did exactly what we wanted him to do offensively against their defense. His defense was really good. Hit a 3, 2 for 2 from the line. Didn't turn it over. 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 block. He showed what he's capable of. that kid's going to be special.
And good to get Chris Murray back and Connor back. Obviously, you guys are a completely different team, but good to get Chris back. And it took him a while to get going, but just couldn't get in the flow there in the second half. Had a good first half.
Yeah, I thought he took good shots, Chris. He had 17 and 8. Proud of him. First game back. We tried to run a few things for him. They were obviously loading up, but they just load up to the ball. It doesn't really matter who it is. If you're trying to post anybody, they're going to double, and if you're going to try to drive it down the lane, everybody's coming to lane, kind of like Iowa State in that sense. So, I think pretty good first game back for Chris, and like I said, Connor was great.
Okay, Coach. Well, I know these are tough times to get through here, but got to stick together, and we'll catch up with you at Penn State.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thanks to Bobby Hansen and Coach Iowa head coach Fran McCaffrey. Brought to you, as always, by Sinclair Tractors. Sinclair Tractors, your premier John Deere dealer serving Southeast Iowa, Western Illinois, and Northeast Missouri. Stop by and experience how we strive to earn your business every day. Visit SinclairTractor.com. Hawkeyes fall as 66-50 is the final in this one. We will take one more timeout, come back with the U.S. Bank scoreboard update, the highlights of the game, and send you on your way on this Thursday night. This is Hawkeye basketball from Learfield.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? Let's break it down. Innovative tech means smarter and safer driving. Intelligent all-wheel drive will keep you ready for anything. And built Ford tough trucks will always get the job done. Plus, come into your local Ford store today and get super low APR financing, big cash back, and great lease offers on Ford's full line of cars, trucks, and SUVs. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Sales claim based on calendar year sales.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're offering any phone, any brand, any storage for free for everyone, new and current customers. Plus, our price protection guarantee means your rates won't go up. Because locally grown connection is the gift that keeps on giving. Visit us in-store or online to get any phone, any brand, any storage free today. U.S. Cellular, locally grown connection. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Back in one final time to Pinnacle Bank Arena, downtown Lincoln. Didn't go well for the Hawkeyes tonight. They fall 66-55, 8-5 now for the Hawks. Nebraska improved to 8-6 for the 50-year-old Fred Hoiberg, the Iowa native. Picked up his 32nd win at Nebraska of all time, 32-73. Head coach Fran McCaffrey now 250 and 167 in Iowa, 501 and 344 at overall coaching in his 27th season. Coach McCaffrey 20 wins from tying the all-time wins leader of Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball, Coach Dr. Tom Davis. In 13 years, Dr. Tom had that 270 and 139 record. Let's take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard here before we bid farewell, as Northwestern beating Brown on the Big Ten men's basketball scoreboard 63-58. It was Penn State 60, Delaware 46, Ohio State all over Alabama A&M 90-59. Number 1 Purdue 82, Florida A&M 49. Maryland beat Baltimore 80-64. Michigan falls tonight to their in-state rival Central Michigan 63-61. Bethune-Cookman and Illinois in progress right now, actually at halftime in Champaign-Urbana. The Fighting Illini winning 47-19. College football, Minnesota winning over Syracuse in the Pinstripe Bowl 28-20. It was Florida State edging Oklahoma in the Cheez-It Bowl down in Orlando 35-32. And also going on right now, no score yet, Texas and Washington in the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio. The Iowa Hawkeye wrestling team, 8 of the 10 unattached University of Iowa women's wrestlers competing are going strong after day 1. We told you earlier that 19 of the Iowa men are improving on after day 1 of the Soldier Salute at the Extreme Arena in Coralville. The Iowa women in action against Purdue inside Carver Hawkeye Arena tonight with a later 8 o'clock tip time, as the Iowa women right now with the Boilermakers are ahead by 8 into the first quarter. Hawkeyes number 12 in the country, 20, Purdue 12. As Iowa Hawkeye football coming up 9 o'clock pregame on Saturday morning here from the Hawkeye Radio Network in Nashville with Dolph, Eddie, and company. As 11 a.m. the kickoff time, Music City Bowl against Kentucky. As we will have that 9 o'clock pregame coming up on Saturday morning. There were a few highlights in this game early on tonight as the Hawks suffered the 16-point loss, but we take a look at the highlights that we did have now. 18-20 and counting on the game clock. Still no score. A pull-up jumper from 14. No good. Off the back of the rim by Ulis, but it tapped out by Murray. Here is a top of the key three. Book it. Patrick McCaffrey gets the Hawkeyes on the board. 3-zip. It's a good start for Nebraska with the early lead here. And the Hawks having trouble with it. Perkins now inside, and he'll kick it back out. Here's Murray for a 3 right corner. Good. In the right corner, Murray. Murray now skips it left side all alone. McCaffrey, he avoids the defender. Now he's going to pass it up top. 15 on the shot clock. Ulis drives, hesitation dribble. Now he sends it right side. McCaffrey, 10 on the shot clock. Inside, great pass. Great find, assist to Abracha as he finishes it, and the Hawks are down by 1. 1:55 and counting here in the first half. Left side is Perkins. Right-handed hip-high dribble now between the legs. Guarded by Jawan Gary. Takes it in now. Left side pass, Murray for a 3. Got it to go. Chris Murray with another three-pointer. As our highlights of the game, Hawkeyes fall 66-50 here on this road opener in Big Ten play. Hawks now sit at 0-2 in the conference. Nebraska is at 1-2. Coming up on a Saturday, it'll be a 3:30 pregame. On a Sunday, I should say. Get my days right here. Sunday afternoon, January 1st, the new year, 2023, begins with Hawkeye men's basketball on Sunday afternoon here from the network at 3:30 pregame, 4:30 the tip time from Happy Valley. So Hawkeyes take on Penn State. Gary Dolphin will be back in the saddle as Dolph and Bobby will guide you on Sunday afternoon for Hawkeye men's basketball. Always great filling in for Dolph and working with Bobby here tonight, the Hawkeye great and former Chicago Bull world champion. Thanks to our man who runs all the controls and keeps everything in line, Jim Davies, as Jim, our on-site producer and engineer. And thanks to Brock for doing a great job, as always, in the studios of Jefferson City, Learfield in Missouri. That's going to do it here tonight. John Swisher saying have yourselves a great rest of your Thursday night, a early happy new year. Stay safe and go Hawkeyes on Saturday. And tonight, of course, with the Iowa women finishing up with Purdue and Hawkeye football coming up on Saturday. That does it here from the network on this Thursday night. Unfortunately, not good news for us to pass along as the Hawkeyes fall 66-55 to Nebraska. As so long, everybody, from Lincoln, Nebraska, this has been Iowa Hawkeye men's basketball from Learfield.
You've been listening to the U.S. Cellular postgame show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular, the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Alliant Energy. Visit AlliantEnergy.com to see how they're using their energy to power beyond. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. And by Case IH. Make every shot count with Case IH. Visit caseih.com/Hawkeyes. United Healthcare, proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Also brought to you by Shields, right there with you. And by Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.